Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. Y'all know me, I'm your favorite unk, Shannon Sharpe, my partner and co-host, Liberty City's own, Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, Pro Bowler, All-Pro, Madden adjuster, that's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. And we have a very special guest tonight. He's a five-time Pro Bowler out of Arkansas Pine Bluff from Belleville, Illinois, and he still holds the record for the fastest offensive lineman for a 40-yard dash time in the combine history at 4.71. Here he is, Terron Armstead. Terron, how you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good, Unc. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing, bro. Thanks for joining.
We ain't finna just skip over that, huh?
Yeah. Slow it down,
Let's
Ocho.
get through the Ocho. Let's get through the reading. We'll get to this.
We got to get
Please
to the.
make sure you hit that
go
subscribe
ahead.
button. Please make sure you hit the like button. And guys, go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Thank you guys for your support and your continued support, because without you, none of this is possible. So Ocho and I and everybody at Nightcap greatly appreciate your support and hopefully your continued support. Please make sure you check out Shea by Laportier. We do have it in stock. And now, if you can't find it in a city or state near you, best believe over the next 5-6 months, we are coming to a city or state near you. But in the meantime, if you can't find it, order it. We'll ship it directly to your door. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Go check out my media company page on all of its platforms, Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84. The link is pinned in the chat. Supplies are limited, and once they're gone, they're gone. So please grab yours while supplies last. Yes, Ocho. In the 2013 Combine, Terron recorded the fastest 40 for an offensive lineman in Combine history, a record that still stands to this day.
That's all.
It was close. Lane Johnson ran 4.72, but Terron's record of 4.71 is close. And if I'm not mistaken, they're the only two offensive linemen that's running the 4.7s. There've been a couple of run low 4.8s, but no other lineman other than Terron at 4.71, Lane Johnson at 4.72 have been in the offensive linemen have been in the 4.7s. So as of yet, so now we're 13 years and counting, 2013 to 2015. And Terron still holds that record. Terron, look, you're coming out of Arkansas Pine Bluff, and it's not like it used to be. There used to be a plethora of guys coming out of HBCUs. And so that would have been nothing. But here it is now. We're in the 2010s, and we get an offensive lineman. You're a three-time SWAC, all-conference player, and you go to the Combine. What were your expectations? Did you know you had this kind of ability in you?
Yeah, for sure. I knew I had the talent and the speed and agility to showcase. I just had to get to the showcase. So it was really huge for me to get that Combine invite. That was monumental for me, trying to get more exposure, get more eyes to my tape. So I knew that I was going for the record for sure. Like before we got to Indy, I was going for the record.
Okay.
I wanted to run faster, honestly, than that. But I'll take the 4.7.
Hey,
6'4", 305. That's moving now.
Listen, that's what I would get ready to ask you. I would get ready to ask you how tall you were and how much you weighed to be able to run that fast. Listen, I ain't run number 4.5, so technically, boy, you right there with me.
I'm right there on your neck.
Yeah.
No, I was 6'5", 306, I believe, 304 at the Combine.
Wow. So you knew. So what was, if I'm not, I don't know what the record was. What was the record? What was the fastest 40 time for an offensive lineman before you broke it?
It was 4.84.
4.84. Wow, you didn't break it. You obliterated it.
I needed it. I needed all that. I needed that my moment. I was on NFLnetwork.com, NFL.com for like 2 hours. I needed all of it. So the scouts can go watch my film.
Okay, so now you go run that 40-yard dash time. You run 4.71. And that's really the order. Yeah, they want you to jump high. Yeah, they want you to do too. But speed is what captivates their attention. Now, you're an offensive lineman. You're never going to be able to unwind that 4.71 again. But you just wanted to put that on tape and let them see, look, you got a phenomenal athlete. Yes, I went to Arkansas Pine Bluff. Yeah, I know you're going to downgrade me, talking about who did I block and who did I play against. But I'm going to come and showcase my skills and let you see, and then the chips fall where they may. So when you ran that time, did you know, like, okay, I got their undivided attention. I'm about to get drafted.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. We have special talents down in these HBCUs all across the country. We do. So I just needed the opportunity to showcase my skill. I knew what time it was. I was going for the vertical record too. I missed that by half an inch. So like I knew that I was going to be able to make that splash And like I say, again, I needed it. I really needed that chance to get all the scouts just to watch my film. I wasn't asking for no favors, but just check out the film and see the dominance.
Yeah. Now, also, when I look at the offensive line position, as fast as you were, as far as running the 40, did you have an advantage as far as your footwork goes when it came to playing offensive line as well? Because most of the time, obviously, playing offensive line is all about your hand placement and your footwork,
Yeah,
and always being balanced.
for sure.
I'm sure did that give you the advantage?
Yeah, no, my athleticism, my agility, those were my strengths when I played throughout my 12-year career. Because I'm
Right.
6'5", 304, not the
Yeah.
biggest tackle, not necessarily the strongest either, but I'm on your ass as soon as the ball snap. You know what I mean? A lot of jump sets. I had to use that in my game. So finding ways to play to my strength, and I was using my speed.
Were you always an offensive lineman? Because I mean, with that kind of fast twitch, you might have been a tight end at some point in time in your career. Were you always an offensive lineman?
Well, back in my hometown, Cahokia, Illinois, we're known for speed. That's what we do. We run. So I was a
Okay.
defensive lineman and offensive lineman, but I
Okay.
would go play 7-on-7 with the guys, corner, safety, receiver,
Yeah.
whatever.
Damn.
Really, yeah, really was like that. Really was
Yeah.
like that. I can't do that shit no more, but I really was like that. I can't move like that no more, Ocho.
Well, look, you mentioned you say so you what 34 right now to 35?
33.
33. Terron, you walk away from the game. You're only 33. Linemen normally played in at 36, 37, 38. We saw Jackie Slater play 20 years.
Yeah.
And he retired at 40 plus. And we see linemen, especially, I don't know your injury history. That's where I'm going with this.
Right.
Why walk away from the game and all that cheddar out there? You see that money.
Facts. No, it is. It's a lot of freshly printed money out there for sure.
Yeah,
but
it is. Yes, indeed.
I got man, God bless me with so many great moments and great years and a great career. My injury history is extensive. It is.
Yes.
It is long, and I've been through it. And that's really the part for me is my body. I love this game. I mentally, cerebrally, I can play the game forever. But it's just physically, and I'm okay with saying that my body is slowing down its movements and abilities that I just can't perform at the same level. And I take so much pride in my film
Yeah,
that
man.
it has to look a certain way. Like every time I step on the field, it has to look Pro Bowl, All Pro. Like that's the brand I want it to leave. So
That's the
I
standard.
never want to look like I'm out there getting whooped on. That can't happen.
You know what? It takes a lot. It takes a lot of awareness, self-awareness at that for a player of your caliber or any player that's played in the NFL, that's played at a high level to understand when it's time to call it quits. Most of the time we'll ride the car till the wheels fall off, with no regard for, I don't look the same. At what moment did you realize that, I really don't have it to play at an all-pro or Pro Bowl level anymore? At what moment did it hit you?
Yeah, I've been dealing with a knee since my third year in the league, but it's been with me for my entire career. So, man, I'll speak on this year alone. I didn't see a practice field like at all, and not because I didn't want to or the Dolphins just wanted me to rest. It's like I literally couldn't walk. I couldn't after a game on Sunday. I wouldn't be able to walk on my own. Under my own power until Wednesday, Thursday. So I was only able to play under the pain meds. I couldn't put any pressure on my knee. So it was like, I can't keep doing that to myself, man. It comes that time.
33 and now you get to be 40 and all of a sudden you're like, man, what, my liver shutting down, my kidneys and all the other things from taking those pain medicine, because I've seen linemen have to take Vicodin just to practice.
Right.
I get the game. I get the game. I really do, because hey, that's once a week. But the practice? Oh, hell
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. And that was the norm for sure. I didn't want to fall in that cycle.
Right. But the thing is, as Ocho was saying, it takes a special, because to the lay person, they don't really see what you know. And the thing is that it's kind of hard to let go and not practice, because as an offensive lineman, sets are everything.
Facts.
Whether you're going to jump
Timing.
set, whether you lazy feet don't eat.
That's a fact.
And the thing is, you got to practice that during the course of a week. It's hard for an offensive lineman to just go out there on a Sunday, jump set, quick set, stab, whatever the case may be, and just go, and you going against the best of the best.
You said it. You said it. It's the reps. It's especially for offensive line play. We're
Yes, it's everything.
So based on technique and timing and all the hand placement, and not to mention the cohesiveness of everyone, because
Yes.
we're the only unit that never comes off the field outside of the quarterback. That's one person, but we're the only unit that never comes off the field. So that chemistry and timing is really tough. Not getting those practice reps and then preparing mentally for Max Crosby and Myles Garrett. And that ain't cool. Like, that's not okay. I can't keep doing
dealing
that.
with TJ Watt.
Listen, I'm not about to keep doing that, man. With no practice, like, come on, man.
Because, like you said, you talk about your offensive Terron. You talk about you talk about your offensive lineman, and like, okay, they get somebody else in there to practice it, but you and that left guard, y'all need to be cohesive. You need to like be on the same level and pass it off, because if you're on different levels, guy go hit that crack, and now everybody like, man, that y'all hate just. But see, you might be a little slow. He might have been a little fast, and now all of a sudden you give up a sack when y'all should have had that situation covered. I know. I look, and everybody doesn't do it the same, because I remember practicing with Gary Zimmerman, who's a all-decade player in the 80s and the 90s. He went to the Hall of Fame, but he didn't like me to chip block. He didn't like the chip. He like Sharpie, don't touch him.
Yeah.
He said, "Cause if I jump set him and you hit him, you're gonna knock him inside, and now I can't get him, and everybody's gonna think I got beat. So don't touch him."
Facts. Yeah, no, that's a real thing. Especially if you have a big physical tight end like yourself. So like you hitting him too hard, he getting momentum. He getting like a jolt into the inside move. You know what? I got him. Just get out the way. Get open. Go get open.
Jonathan J.O. Now I played with J.O. Jonathan Ogden, who's the first ballot Hall of Famer. He's like, hey, knock him out if you can.
For me, it depends on who it is, man. Who over there?
Exactly. But like you said, certain offensive linemen, they want some. I mean, hey, stick and stay, or some guys like don't touch him. But like you said, that practice, like for an offensive lineman, and seeing like I said, I worked with Zim for like 4 years, worked with J.O. for 2 years. And to see what they go through, because they're working on their sets. They kicking. Am I gonna stab him? Am I gonna quick set him? Am I gonna jump set him? What am I gonna do? And now in the game, man, I want to jump set, but that knee bother you. Now I can't. I can't do what I want to do. The mind say do that. That body say, bro, if you do that, you gonna hurt.
The body say you can't do that. No, you can't do it no more.
Hey, T, when it came to playing the left tackle position, I think about my approach to playing receiver when it came to DBs and studying each DB every week and understanding what type of DB I'm going against. You got some that are quick, some that are fast, some that are physical, some that play off or whatever it may be. What was your approach when it came to playing defensive ends each week? Was your approach different as far as from a technical standpoint? Did you change up things you did depending on who you were playing that week?
I've always said this, Ocho, that it's a lot of parallels to me, a lot of similarities between O-line, tackling DN, and receiver and corner.
Yes, sir.
Like that one-on-one matchup, it's a lot of dynamics there that's parallel to me. The technique that goes into it, tendencies, like you said, is he pressing? Or if I jab inside, what are you doing with his hands? Same thing. As I'm reading the defensive end, I'm looking at their alignment first. How wide is he getting? And then it get off. You know, how well is he timing the snap? Then I want to see his home runs. What's his go-to move that he's consistently winning on? What's he's winning on the most? I break that down. That's the one I want to take away. I want to take that one away. And then, all right, what's his second highest percentage move? The counter. I'm taking those top two away.
Right.
Throughout my career, that was the goal, my objective of game planning. I want to take them top two winners away. Now, if you beat me with a third, you a bad man, but you're gonna have to get that. But for me, I was taking those top two moves away.
Yeah, and one of the things that I've always liked to ask players that once they're done playing, who gave them the most fits? For me, everybody asks me all the time, listen, you played a very long time, you've gone against some, I've always, had to deal with the number one DB, and everyone asks, who gave you fits? And obviously, the one person I say every time,
Revis locked him up.
That 2009 Revis, listen, he locked everybody up.
But Revis had to be super strong.
He didn't ask you about nobody else but you. You see how you did that?
But he told
listen,
we
dry
talking.
snitching ass.
Interrupt our conversation. Hey, but who gave you fits, or you just want to give them their flowers?
No. Man, I had some battles. I had some of these guys I seen too many times. Like I didn't want to have these rivalries going on, but
Right.
you know that's how the schedule go. Um, I played Miles a ton. Miles is always one of
Yeah.
those. He's one of those. You make sure you eat breakfast. Like he's one of those for sure. But the guy that gave me the most fits, and I
Yeah.
probably seen him the most, and he is still underrated in my eyes. Robert
Right.
Quinn. Robert
Really?
Quinn,
Quinn.
man,
Oh, that
man,
first step
listen.
with Quinn.
He been in that edge.
Yeah.
Robert Quinn. He probably got the most sacks on me. Like out of everybody, he's the person that say I got two on T Stead. Like
Right.
he probably that one person that can say that.
Right. Okay.
That
Okay.
dude game, I don't even
Yeah.
want to see him post career. I don't want to see him no more. Ever. I'm cool. We can't be friends, nothing. I don't want to run into Robert Quinn.
That's
Because
dope.
it's really like a dance. Because like
It
you
is.
said, they getting to that wide nine,
Mhm.
and now, hey, you like, okay, I know he gonna come wide, but what if he drop and bull me? Okay,
Yeah.
now he gonna hit me, and then he spin inside. So I got all that going into. I got to look at him. Okay, what is he doing? Now I'm kicking. I can only kick so far because the damn quarterback right there. Hell,
Yeah.
I keep kicking. I'm gonna be in this damn lap.
Yeah.
So I can only get probably like 2 kicks, and then I got to set, and I
Yeah.
got to take. I gotta be. I don't want him to get it. I don't want him to bend the edge on me because these, like you said, Miles can bend.
Miles can
But
bend.
I also don't want him to wax on, wax off me across my face.
Mhm.
Nah, we trying to process all that, man, and they lining up in this wide nine, and these athletes are only getting bigger, faster, stronger.
Yeah.
So it's tough to deal with. Like playing Micah Parsons for the first time.
Mhm.
It was Christmas Day. We in Miami, beautiful day. We smacked the Cowboys. That ain't part of the story. But seeing Michael Parsons for the first time in real life, it was different, bro. Like you are way too big to be moving this fast. It can bend that well. Like
Yeah.
it just the athlete, the evolution of the athlete it's becoming something different, man.
Yeah.
I'm cool, y'all.
And
Those
also-
guys, it's special watching, playing against Derek Thomas. But the guy that I had the most respect for, I only played against him for 2 years because I was only in Baltimore 2 years. I've never seen a guy his size that quick. Javon
Who's that?
Curse.
The freak.
Man, freak.
The
The
freak.
first time I played him,
Yeah.
man, hey, I turned around and said, hey, y'all better throw it. He was gone.
Look out, block.
Dude, he took a step down because I had to step. So I stepped with him. Man, by the time I put my foot down, he was on my shoulder.
That's a
When
bad
he
feeling.
get to your shoulder and you ain't extended,
A
hey,
wrap.
you might as well kiss the baby.
That's a bad feeling. That's a bad feeling.
Wow, hey, Unc, you saw the picture? I just saw Javon Curse in the airport leaving Philly day before yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, man. Fool,
Before he hurt that ankle, Ocho,
Uh-huh.
dude was. I'm talking about. You talking about somebody like he was like 6'4", 250. I'm
Rip
talking
off.
I'm talking about 5X gloves. I mean, his hands were like a catcher's mitt.
Yeah.
Did Curse get in? Did he get into the hall?
Nah. He was. I mean, Tennessee. He was at Tennessee. His best years was at Tennessee.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
goes to Philly, and
Philly.
then he messed up his ankle. And
Okay.
it messed up his years. But
Yeah.
hey, back in the day, dealing with DT, Bruce Smith was fast too. Bruce could bend. For a guy his size, normally guys 270, they can't bend like that. Bruce be parallel to the ground. That move that you see Derek, that you see Von Miller do, where he dip under and come down on one hand and get back up.
Yep.
Bruce could do that at 270.
That's
So, hey, that's why you guys make the big bucks. That's why
Man,
you
not
guys are the
enough.
highest paid on the offensive line,
We
because
need
you
some
guys
more.
got the toughest assignment, because you're dealing with, like I said, basically it's like Ginger Rogers and Fred Astaire. He's coming forward, but you got to mirror what he does moving backwards.
Yeah.
And the
Right,
thing
right.
is, you got a target that's sitting right there. And basically everybody in the shotgun now, so you can only set so far
Yeah.
Facts.
before he sit your ass in the quarterback's lap, or he'll reach over the top of you and grab.
Man, listen. Yo, we need some more money, man. Hold on, we need some more of that money. We need it.
All right, check this out. Saquon Barkley is coming off his best year of his career, which ending in him becoming a Super Bowl champion with the Eagles. And now he's gracing the cover of Madden 26. Saquon was asked if he would retire at the top of his game or go until the wheels came off. I'll probably be one of those guys that will be out of nowhere. I'll probably just wake up one day, whether it's the next year or 2 or 4, and just be like, yeah, it's over. I don't think I'll ever lose that passion. The competitive nature is always going to be there. I like probably my favorite player of all time is Barry Sanders. So probably similar to that. Maybe one day, like out of nowhere, I'll probably just be balling and just like, yeah, it's a quit. T, damn, we just talked about that because your situation, you just like out of nowhere, like, yeah.
Not as sudden. Really, the ones in the inner circle, they knew the situation, and I was trying to push through. I was looking for options to continue, but it's over for sure. Like I knew it. Not as sudden as like Barry Sanders or Calvin Johnson. Saquon is incredible, Hall of Fame talent for sure. It'll be he can't walk away all of a sudden. We need to see some more of that, man. That's a special talent.
Well, the difference is between them situation and Calvin and Barry, they got tired of losing.
Yeah, right, for sure.
He's in a situation where you just went to the Super Bowl. Now, if you start to lose, but Barry got to the NFC Championship game in '91 and never got that close again. So Barry got tired of losing. Barry wasn't injured. I mean, you talk about the guy had averaged 1,500 yards for 10 seasons.
No, for sure, the GOAT.
Calvin's the same thing. Calvin's like, bro, man, we ain't getting no closer. And I'm going out here and I'm doing all this to my body.
Right.
What am I really doing this for when I don't really have a realistic chance of getting to and winning a Super Bowl? So I think that's the difference. Saquon is in a different situation. Now, if he was at the Giants, he probably just goes like, one day I'm out of here. But in the situation where he is with that offensive line, with that offense, with that defense, nah. I don't think he just walks away.
And the money different too.
Yeah, I mean the money different. Obviously different, and obviously he just got paid. They gave him a nice
$20 million a year, Ocho.
Nice pay raise.
Yes, sir.
Saquon for a running back for that position, obviously with a position not as being as valued as it is now, but being somewhere now where they appreciate you for what you're doing and they showed you love. I don't see Saquon retiring until he has that coming to grass moment. You know what? I can't do it like I used to.
That's a fact.
I don't have that explosion.
I see it the same way.
I think that'll be the only time he actually calls it quits, when he realized you know what? I can't bend that corner like I used to. I can't hit that A or that B or C gap like I want. That'll be it. And that ain't like, how old is Saquon, huh?
Probably 26, 27.
Oh boy, he got
28. Just turned
28.
But here's the thing though, Ocho.
Yeah.
Lane Johnson's still there. Mylotta's still there.
Yeah.
Jurgensen still there.
Nice.
Landon Dickerson still there. So it's not like you see some of these guys, the offensive line get old and they start to moving them out. That's the best offensive line in football. They're not going. It's not like they're about to drop off a cliff in the next year or two. And they got them all in the contract. They just did Lane's contract. They just did Mylotta's contract.
Them boys
just did Dickerson contract. Jurgensen is a rookie. It was on a rookie contract. Nah, he ain't going anywhere anytime soon.
And you know it's funny when you think about it. As good as Saquon is, and as good as that offensive line is, even if Saquon was to lose a step, let's say in maybe in 3 years, if that, with an offensive line like that, he will still be able to do what he needs to do because they're that much better up front.
So he won't be able to go 80 yards without anybody touching him. So now he might have to break a tackle 2 yards from the line of scrimmage as opposed to running through those holes that my old slow ass could probably get 5 yards. I ain't going to hit my head on the goalpost like him, but I might get 5 yards, T.
I give you about 3 or 4 yards, fall forward. I give you about 3, 4.
Them legs hurt. I can imagine now. I hadn't gotten hit on him, man, in 2 decades.
Yeah,
I shattered like ice. You know how you drop ice out the cup and it hit the kitchen floor?
You got to remember, they not hitting like we was back then. Now it's different.
No.
It's
I don't forgot how to fall. I don't forgot how to take a hit. You see, you start losing. Hey, you know how it is, T. When you leave the season and you come back and you had to go to training camp, you got to relearn those stuff. Those senses don't tingle like they did. Like once you get going, like training camp, and now you go to the season, they don't tingle them. And now 20 years, man, I be getting. I running the shallow cross this zone.
You running through the zone?
Bam!
Hey, they're gonna get fined. They're gonna get fined though. They might hit you,
But I
they're
won't
gonna have
be
to pay for
fined.
it.
They might get fined, but I won't be fined.
That's
That's
a
the
word.
problem.
That's a word for sure. Yo, Ocho, you switched it
Yo,
up on me, man. You usually have on the Cartier shades. I got 7 pair of Cartier shades over here. I was gonna be Ocho tonight, and you didn't
for real? Hey, you
switch it
know,
up on me.
Let me hold
Come
here.
on now.
let me see what you got. What you got? Let me
Whatever you
see.
need, you know what I mean? We in there. I'm Ocho right now.
Hey,
Yeah, it's
listen.
time.
Hey, I keep wearing the same ones over and over. I'm trying to say the rest of them, you know, for football season when I'm on TV. I got
I got you.
frames, right? I got a different color to match each suit.
All right, yeah, that's a
I
different bracket.
got a
I'm
different
out.
color that match each suit. Hey,
I'm out.
I gotta send you dude information, right? Off of Twitter. He from Canada. Bruh. He got everything.
I need
Unbelievable.
it. I need it.
Oh,
I need it.
unbelievable.
I'm gonna
I'm
still
gonna
put mine
send it to
back
you.
on. We gonna get right. I'm gonna
Yeah,
switch up.
gonna put them things on.
We gonna switch them up.
Shedeur says that when he's a vet, he'll have Rookie organize his locker. Take a look at this video, guys.
I'm a vet. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have a rookie organize my locker every day before he leaves. If Flacco told me to do this every day, I would do it. I go to him every day and I say, "Hey, bro, you good? You need anything? Right hand, because it's respect. You feel me? I feel that."
So when you came in as a rookie, what did the vets have you do, Terron?
My vets were pretty good to me, man. Jari Evans, Ben Grubb, Zach Strief. Those guys were pretty good to me. I just had to
okay.
get them breakfast every Saturday, food for the plane, snacks, toiletries. I had to bring that type of stuff to the facility, deodorant, body wash, all that good stuff. So trying to find a ride to Walmart because Uber didn't exist in 2013. So trying to find a ride to Walmart, get the stuff for the guys and haul it in to the facility. But they were pretty smooth on me.
Yeah, that's what it was. I mean, they want breakfast sandwiches, they wanted donuts, they wanted chicken to come, they wanted Popeye to come to the plane. I'm like, come on, guys, y'all know, man. And back then, you know, we drove to the airport, but we had our own hangar, so you drive up, walk up and get on the plane. Man, you know, man, I was driving so fast, driving reckless, man, trying to get there. Bro, I'm on a rookie contract, man. I can't afford no $1,200, $1,500 fine, man. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember them days. I remember them days. Our wide receiver group. I mean, obviously the vets. When I came in as a rookie in Cincinnati, man, it was love. You know, there was a certain amount of respect that I showed, and there was a certain amount of respect that they showed as well. But you remember Darnay Scott?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Hey, Darnay Scott. Danny Farmer was there at the time. Ron Dugans.
P-Dub.
Dub was there. And it was all love. It was nothing to that magnitude like some of the stories that I hear.
Nah, we
I think the receiver room have the hardest time with that. The receiver room is always that
because they be trying to buck. The receiver be trying to buck.
It's always a hard time with that. We had a situation in Miami last year, not a big situation, but Tyreek Hill had bought one of the rookies a Christmas gift, and the rookie didn't like it really. Like, no, I mean, it's cool, but you know, Tyreek, I expected you to give me something better, you know, something bigger. You make it 30 M's a year, you know what I'm saying? And Tyreek was really hurt by that. Like, he was really upset that the guy didn't.
What did he get him?
I'm trying to remember. It was like a Gucci cologne set or something like that, some type of designer cologne set. And this young boy, he 21 years old in Miami, man. He probably don't even have no cologne. He don't wear no cologne. He don't want that. He wanted Tyreek to buy him something with a little bit more splash to it.
No,
yeah, that was
and plus
receiver
you
room.
sing it. You know, you got to sing at training camp, and not no damn fight song either.
Right.
Ain't nobody go to your school but you. So you got to sing something. Whoever the latest is now, probably now to be Kendrick Lamar, Drake, or whomever the hot rapper is right now. Back then, you know, R&B was still big when I was coming up, and guys singing Teddy Pitt, the guys was singing Luther, was singing Barry White. Hey, they did the thing. Did y'all have a rookie show, T?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Mike McDaniel, he was big on that, and Sean Payton was too back in New Orleans. We would do the song. Most of the guys would do R&B, old school R&B.
Yep.
I feel like and you guys probably have a different song, but I feel like that Undefeated song when the rookie starts singing it in that rookie show, the whole crowd gonna join in. It's Fantasia. When I See You, it's over.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that,
Hey,
he start that. You get to the first 30. He get through the first 30 seconds. He
yeah,
won
he's
because
gone.
everybody going. Yeah,
He's gone. Hey, you know what? That song right there is like when the swag surfing song come on. It don't matter where you at or what you doing.
sure.
Everybody joining in.
Yeah, you're gonna
Oh,
grab somebody's shoulder. Yeah, you got to
hey,
grab somebody.
everybody, man.
Yeah.
That's it. Hey, New Orleans, what is that? Here we come to get you. Here we come to get you. That was New Orleans, bad New Orleans.
Yeah.
Bad.
That Superdome used to rock, man. I miss them. I miss that place. I miss
Hey.
those fans. It was
Hey,
crazy.
matter of fact, I think you went to Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Yes, sir.
Man, matter of fact, when I was at Langston, you know about Langston University, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was at Langston, we played Arkansas and Pine Bluff. They came on down. Was it Coyle or Stillwater? Whichever one it is. I remember this back in 1997.
We played Langston my freshman year, and Langston beat us, bro.
For real?
It was bad. It was
I
bad.
know
It was
y'all
bad.
took the bus because we took the bus
Hey.
everywhere. It didn't matter if it was 3
Oh, for
hours
sure.
or if it was 12 hours. You on
Yeah.
that bus.
I was on
Yeah,
that bus. We was on that bus. Paired up.
Those were good days.
And well, see, and the way we did it is like the starting offense and the starting defense on one bus, and then the backups on another bus.
Hey,
I think we did
y'all ain't
offense
ride
and defense
together?
bus. We did offense
Huh?
bus and
No,
defense
hell
bus.
no. Starters on one bus and the backups on another bus. What the hell you mean? Y'all
Yeah,
ride
if
together?
you ride the bench, you ride this bus, huh?
Yeah, you're right. Exactly.
Talk about segregation.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. How they supposed to get better, man? They can't sit and talk to none of y'all.
Cause we back there playing cards, spades. We playing cards. We
Well,
we
yeah.
own one at the back of the bus. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, we wanted to go to the back of the bus, Ocho.
Yeah, yeah.
But hey, all of us, it wasn't nothing special because all of us was black. We had our kicker was white, so
Yeah.
it wasn't no thing. And I'm sure it's the same thing with you guys. Did y'all
Same.
have a white kicker or punter?
Both white kicker and punter.
See?
That's it. Oh yeah, and a linebacker. We had a linebacker too. He was a bad man.
But that's what But you missed that. I missed taking those. Going to Tuskegee, going to where's Burlington, North Carolina. Just because you taking the bus. I mean, it ain't no plane. It doesn't matter if it was, like I said, if it was an hour to Georgia Southern in Statesboro, or you going to Tuskegee, or you going to North Carolina. It didn't matter. Spartanburg, South Carolina. It didn't matter. You on that bus.
Yeah, we take that 10-hour bus ride to Houston for Prairie View, Texas Southern. We take the 10-hour bus ride to Alabama A&M, Alabama State. My first flight in my life was we got paid to come play UTEP. So we flew down to UTEP. They paid us to beat on us.
Yeah. Well, that was my first time. I'm trying to think. First time on a flight. I think I went to Black College All-American. I think I went to Pittsburgh. I think. Maybe I flew to see my brother play.
Oh yeah.
But you wouldn't take it. You would, but you missed that because guess what? We could stop by a convenience store. They was like, man, the guy was like, because I was the captain's team. So the man like, man, Sharpe, man, I'm hungry, man. Have Coach Davis to stop by the convenience store. I'm like, Coach, man, I'm hungry. Coach, can we stop by a convenience store? Coach Davis looked at me and said, all right, home, we're gonna stop, but you responsible for him.
Oh,
He
man.
already know what they were gonna do.
Yeah.
They were gonna clean the store out.
Oh, y'all had that NIL money back then, huh?
No, we had no NIL money. That's why he told me I was responsible for them to make sure they issue their pockets. No, they ain't put NIL money. That's why he told me I'm responsible for them.
Yeah,
and I'm standing to the door. Hey, take it out.
Man, you was the feds, man.
Man, Ocho, how that's gonna look?
He ain't stop everybody, Ocho.
I did.
You ain't see everything.
But let me tell you what I wouldn't do. Because I was one of the few guys that had a vehicle. And people like, man, to this day, they're like, man, Sharpe wouldn't give nobody a ride. Bro, I know who had stuff would follow him out the store. I know who a bag of potato chips, soda, honey
Right.
buns,
All right.
ish would follow you, walk out the store behind you. So
Right.
no, you're not getting in my car because everybody knew who I was and what I drove. Man,
Right.
I just know they got in the car with Shannon. It was Shannon Sharpe. They ain't gonna say nothing else. It was Shannon Sharpe. Oh no.
Even if he had a little honey bun, he gonna slide you a little Swiss
Y'all-
roll or something.
He
Zebra
might have
cake.
$3, but he gonna come out of there with $5 worth of stuff. So no, no.
He got something for you.
No, they didn't. No, oh no. In the mall, never go into the mall with him. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
T, what do you think about the locker room this season with Tua going through his third and fourth major concussions? Look, you can do all you can to try to protect the guy. But at some point in time, he's got to protect himself. He has to know when the journey is over. You can't, at no situation, should he be allowed, I don't know what he was thinking, that you're gonna go head first on somebody, knowing your history?
Yeah. No, he definitely he has to be aware. There's no question about it. And he is aware, but even more, and now it has to be proven on a weekly basis that he understands his importance and impact to the team, to the franchise, to the city. Without Tua under center, it's a different team. It's a different look.
Yes.
But with him under center, I strongly believe Miami Dolphins can win any game that he's a starting quarterback. So no, you're absolutely
Except when
right.
it gets 30 degrees.
Oh, here we go. Let's get it. Let's get into it.
No, but go ahead. But with Tua, go ahead with Tua.
Yeah. No, he has to know that. He has to know how much of a value piece he is and whatever it needs to do. But just knowing the guy, knowing how much he loved the game and the way that he prepares, man, it's that competitiveness. Against Buffalo this year, we're stagnant offensively. We get a drive going and he's trying to extend on the third down and try to get another first down. It's just he can't be the one to do it. You know what I mean? But it's just him being a competitor, trying to will the team.
Yeah, I think I talked. Uncle and I talked about this last year sometime when he went out. I just think he has to learn to fall a little better, understanding when to. Especially, I remember that first down where he went head first. He got up.
Yeah,
but it was like one of the moments where you'd be like,
Yeah, for sure. Hold your breath moment.
you got to know when the journey's over.
Yeah, knowing when the journey's over, and then when he gets hit, knowing how to fall correctly. You know, especially when you go back and you don't try to do your best. I know it's hard, but it's something that I trained myself to do is when you get tackled, you're going backwards, try not to let your head hit the back of the ground as hard as it does. I mean, the best you can, what I used to do is if I get hit hard and I know it's backwards or I'm going backwards, I would tighten up my core and try to keep my head upright the best I can. Just so I don't get that boom, that initial shock, which causes the
That's the one though, the one that you falling back, hit the head. That's the one that's the one.
Like if I'm getting hit, I do my best, like I'm holding the ball, but I do my best as if I'm bear hugging dude, you know, in a sense.
Right.
Obviously not literally bear hugging, I'm just saying trying to keep my body and my upper body and torso as close to him as possible, even on impact, just so most of the force isn't the back of the head bouncing off.
Yeah.
Ocho, how you feel about them guys on the sideline if they jump out of bounds or are you trying to fall for a few more yards? What you think about that?
It all depends. In his situation, he can't do it. Not even on four, because he's too valuable. He gets a first down and he gets dinged. What have you done? Okay, you got the first down. Now your backup has to come in and finish out the ball game.
Yeah.
I'll give you a prime example. Peyton Manning. Once Peyton Manning hurt that neck, they never let him do quarterback sneak again.
Right. Yeah.
If you notice, they don't let Patrick Mahomes, since he hurt his knee, they don't let Patrick Mahomes go straight into the line of scrimmage. You see, you have to protect the guy.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
With Tua, he's gonna have. They're not gonna let him do it. Obviously, you wouldn't do no tush push with Tua. But second of all, bro, you got to slide. It's okay. It's okay to slide. Dude, I'm not looking at no quarterback. Oh, he tough. For what? You're not used to taking those licks like that. And they're looking to punish you because you don't have the protection of the pocket. Because once you leave that pocket, you're a runner. So I'm gonna hit you like Derrick Henry.
Free game.
I mean, you have Drew Brees for a number of years, and then you go from Tua. What was it like? What was Brees like?
Brees was a killer, man. He was an assassin. He prepared like like a federal agent. He would be he prepared, man, like he's trying to build a case on everything that we played, man. You hear the cliche, first one in, last one to leave, but that was genuinely him. That was truly him. I would see him on those off days, man. He's preparing like none other, and you've seen it every week. And it was no matter the outcome of the game, too. This was the special part about him. No matter how he played individually or if it was a win or loss, he put the same amount of time in. He gave every team the same amount of attention and respect. Playing the Falcons twice a year, that second game, even though we just beat them by 15 2 weeks ago, he's going to put those same amount of hours in, and that's why he was the greatest.
Hey, T, did you understand the animosity and the hatred that the Saints fans had for the Falcon fan? Did you know that?
No, I didn't. Honestly, I didn't. I didn't know that was such a thing, but I quickly adopted it. Quickly, like
listen,
I hate them folks still.
I think I found out maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and here I go trying to have a kumbaya moment, trying to get fans
Ain't happening.
That's not happening.
themselves, become one at the game, And it's like, man, F no. Like F. No, I'm talking about like for real. I'm thinking they playing around on Twitter. Man, then people say, like, I really hate them people.
Really. They do not mess with the Saints. Saints fans do not mess with Falcon fans, and Falcon fans, you best believe they don't F with no Saints fans.
Yeah, I hate them too.
That rivalry was that serious. I had no idea.
I didn't either, Ocho, but like I said, I quickly adopted it. I still hate them to this day. Like, I'm not rocking with the Falcons ever.
Laces on Leather ranked the NFL atmosphere from best to worst. Mm-hmm. What do you think the best atmosphere, NFL atmospheres? What do you think the best one is?
Honestly, Unc, it got to be between Kansas City and Seattle.
Kansas City.
Got to be
Kansas City's number one. I go through the top 10. The Chiefs are 1, Packers are 2, Seahawks are 3, Vikings are 4, Ravens are 5, Bills are 6, Lions are 7, Saints are 8, Patriots are 9, Cowboys are 10. I don't know how Cowboys made it. Because they ain't got no home field advantage. Like they lose all the time.
Yeah, no, for sure. The stadium nice, though. I think it's just ranking the stadium for the Cowboys. I don't think it's got
to be.
Talking about the environment. I'm shocked to see the Saints.
They lost like 6 games last year at home.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Cowboys don't really have unless they're winning, their fans will show up. And there's so many people in that stadium, you will hear it. I'm shocked to hear that New Orleans was so low on that list. That Superdome is crazy.
But y'all been struggling. Y'all been on hard. Y'all been some lean years.
Oh, so this is last year's like best.
No, but I'm just saying. Look, I give y'all credit now. Y'all be making some noise because I remember Katrina when y'all played in San Antonio. I think they was in San Antonio when they came back and Gleason blocked that punt on that Monday night game against the Falcons.
Rebirth.
I mean, you could literally hear it through the television.
Yeah.
I mean, it was I don't know, and Sean Payton and all the people said they've never heard it that loud before or since that night.
Yeah, no, that was definitely a special moment. But during my tenure in New Orleans, it was us,
Seattle, y'all was good.
Kansas City, as far as like the loudest crowd noise. The Saints was always near the top.
And I'm not surprised that look at this. A lot of these Seahawks, Vikings, a dome. Lions, dome. Saints, dome. Cowboys, dome. It's something about when you can get an outdoor arena and you get that kind of like the Chiefs have, or when I played the Broncos. Yeah, man, oh my, how that thing be rocking. That 76,000. I'm talking about they be going crazy. Chargers right down here at the bottom.
Hey,
Chargers.
Listen, I've been in some great atmospheres. I played at every stadium that's on here, Unc, and I honestly, number 2 should be the Bengals, honestly.
Boy, stop.
Yeah, cut it out.
Listen, Unc.
Cut it out, Ocho.
No, listen to me, T. Stay with me now.
All right.
Unc, you've never been in the jungle, boy. You've never been in the jungle on a primetime game in Cincinnati?
You see what you got to see what you had? You see how he prefaced it, T? A primetime game.
But
Second round of the playoffs.
It ain't got to be no primetime game. It can be any game. It can be a preseason game. It can be a note of where you scrimmaging against yourself under the lights.
Right.
It ain't gonna be ruckus. That ain't what y'all do.
That's what we do. That's what
No,
we
it's
do.
not.
The culture over there has changed tremendously. You hear me? I've
It
been
does
there.
not.
I was there. I was there when the lights was on.
I give you credit, Ocho. It is. It has from my earlier years to now. I feel like now is a lot better atmosphere. They all white. It's rocking. That Joe Burrow, the icy white. It's
Thank
not
you,
in the
dog.
top
Thank
10.
you.
Not in the top 10 though.
Yeah,
No.
guess what?
Not at all.
No, it's not.
Not at
When they
all.
wear them icy whites, all you gonna do is see them skid marks because they gonna poop the bed. They already that's all they gonna do is wet and poop the bed. Gee, there ain't nothing going on, ain't nothing popping off.
That's that Baltimore Raven coming out, Uncle. I know what that is. I know what that is. That's that hatred y'all was asking me about from the Falcons and the Saints.
Well, no, the
Baltimore.
hatred for the Steelers.
Y'all was the Steelers. Yeah, y'all Steelers.
Yeah, the Steelers.
Yeah.
No, we and us and in Denver it was the Raiders, then the Chiefs.
The Chiefs,
Right.
yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Who was
But
that
the
for the
Raiders?
Bengals?
It was
Who
the
was it for the
Steelers.
I mean, during my time, it was the Ravens and Steelers.
Mm.
It was bad.
Y'all beef with Cleveland because y'all try to see who owned Ohio.
Listen, I'm
They
here.
don't have to worry about y'all.
During my time, when we used to beat up on the Ravens and the Steelers. Yeah, that's it.
Well, maybe you did. I was long gone by the
Ocho,
time
you
y'all
trying to
talking
go get them shots on Ray, middle of the field.
Yeah,
I seen you. I seen you,
you
Ocho.
saw me
Put
fucking
that
him
shoulder
up.
on him. Yeah, I seen you put that shoulder on him.
Put that thing on him, boy.
Yeah, he put you
I
down,
don't know.
but you got
The
up.
Falcons way
Boy,
down there.
I trip.
Cardinals, the Bears, the Chargers. So what you thinking, Ocho? What they get right? What they get wrong?
Who? I mean, no, this is about right though. I'm not sure who made this list, but it's about right. You know, the funny thing about it is the fact that some of the dome teams are a little low. That's a testament to the fans in Seattle and Green Bay in Kansas City.
Yeah.
And funny thing, the first thing I said as soon as you mentioned we were doing a ranking of best stadiums, I said Kansas City and Seattle right away.
Yeah.
It's so goddamn loud, T.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I don't know if it's the way the stadium is built. I don't know what it is. It's like, dog, you be on the field and can't hear nothing.
Yeah, no, for sure. The Seattle game, we played them my rookie year in the playoffs. And
that when Beast Mode, the Beast Quake happened.
No, that wasn't that, man.
Oh,
no.
okay, my bad.
No, I wasn't a part of that. I would have tripped him. But no, it's second round of the playoffs. And Sean Payton, so we went up there, we kind of like battling for the number 1 seed, middle of the season. We played on Monday night. It's 28-0 immediately. First quarter, they smacked us. So when we go back in the playoffs, Sean Payton had us all these custom earpieces made. Dead silence. So all week we wore these earpieces and we non-verbally communicated. Every play, every snap count. And we got up there and we did it. It worked like a charm as far as that. We still lost, of course. They went on to win the Super Bowl. But it was that, Ocho, to your point, it was so loud, it like hurt. So we had these custom earpieces that like astronauts wear.
With Kansas City. We did that with Kansas City. But the old King Dome, before they built this stadium, they used to have a dome in Seattle called the King Dome.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Now it only holds about 60,000, Ocho. But boy, you talk about loud.
They be in there rocking, huh?
What? And
That's
then
because it's always
Astrodome.
raining in Seattle. It's always raining in Seattle. Those people walking around sad all week, and they go in the stadium and scream. That's all it is. It's all the rain.
The Astrodome was like that. The House of Pain. They used to call it the House of Pain. They had Warren Moon. They ran the run and shoot, and they defense, man, boy. But the Bills is like the Bills Stadium. That's loud.
They got a nice.
I don't know what they call
atmosphere.
it now. I don't know what they call it, Inmark or whatever they call it, High Mark or something. But it used to be called Rich Stadium. Ocho.
Yeah.
Them jokers be talking about let's go Buffalo.
Yeah.
A little bit.
That's it. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard. It's dope. That was one of my favorite places to play throughout my career. That energy.
Them jokers start jumping around. T. You better tell him.
Yeah, no, it's hard. It's hard. They got a nice atmosphere up there.
Hey, Buffalo got some crazy fans.
They suck, though. They
tailgate. They go jumping. They wrestling, jumping on burning tables.
Yeah, no, they guys real football up there, real
Hey, you
football
know what?
atmosphere.
And you know what's funny too, T? When you think about it, listen, Buffalo fans deserve their flowers. Anytime it comes to donating, when other
Oh, they
players
they they, they
call
top.
or they have
Right.
something, boy, Buffalo fans come through like no other.
No, that's a
Yes.
fact. That's
No
a fact.
other, man.
That's a
That's
fact.
they always
Yes.
show love, man.
They used to tragedy. They always lose. So they know how to handle losing well. You know what I mean? Like they know how to get close, get to the door, and get closed shut on them. So they used to lose, and they know how to handle it well.
We good? Oh. So you good? Chiefs 1, Packers, Seahawks, Vikings, Ravens, Bills, Lions, Saints, Patriots, Cowboys.
Saints too low.
Saints too low?
Saints too
So
low.
you think Saints should be in the top 5?
Real Saints atmosphere, top 3 environment.
Oh, whoa, wait, hold on. If the Saints top 3 environment, then Cincinnati was damn sure got to be in top.
It ain't even the same
no.
argument, Ocho. It
Thank
ain't
you.
even in the same. Yeah.
No. Now the
Different
Vikings, I
decibels.
hadn't played in this new stadium, but the old Metrodome, you played in the old Metrodome, right, T?
Crazy. It's crazy.
Ooh, ooh.
I
Yeah,
hate them
horn.
too. Can't
That
stand them.
Horn was aggravating.
Man, I played up there, man, when they had Johnny Randall, they had Chris Doman, rest his soul, they had Keith Millard, they had Al Noga, and they had Henry Thomas, Hank. Boy, they had a defense out of this world.
Yeah.
Boy. And Floyd, the defense coordinator, I think it was Floyd Peters. Floyd Reese? What was Floyd's last name? I think it was Reese. Boy, you talk about come? Don't let them sack. Don't you let them sack that quarterback, T. Man,
They was doing that
blowing that horn.
skull.
I said, come on, man.
Yeah, no, for real.
All right, joining us right now, he just logged on. Fun fact, T, one of the first athlete, the original music, Madden fan. Guys, we've been trying to get him on for a minute. We linked up a couple of weeks ago. He said, man, let me come on Nightcap. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, your favorite rapper, Symba.
What's up, Unc? What's up, O?
Yeah, what they do, bro?
Man, we living life. We blessed. We alive, man. I'm loving it, man. Happy to be here with y'all. Y'all know I'm a big fan of the show. Shout out to my guy up there, man. Big dog. I'm not a Dolphins fan, but I'm a Dolphins supporter.
It's all good.
I'm a Dolphins supporter.
It's
I got
all
fam
good.
out in Miami, but shout out to you, man. Shout out to the whole crew.
Yes, sir. Shout out to you, bro. You dope, man. Super dope.
You're from the Bay, living in LA now. So were you a Raiders fan? You a 49ers fan?
I'm a Raider. You see the Niners to us, they like the prima donnas of the Bay. You know, they like the pretty girl at school everybody want. The Raiders, we got in that grit. And growing up, my mom was in real estate, so one of her first real estate deals was Lance Johnstone when he came to the Raiders. So
okay, yeah. 51. I remember him.
Yeah, he used to give us tickets to the game, and my mom would always take me to the game. And then one of my close friends, Tywan Jones, he was drafted to the Raiders from our high school, Deer Valley. So I always been a big Raider fan. Marshawn Lynch, Charles Woodson, always been a big Raider fan, man.
All right, we're gonna get you out of here. CJ Garder-Johnson goes off on DC Vic Fangio on IG. I was a test dummy for them. So now they can be like, my scheme worked, or did my skill set make it work? I had 0 issues. People had issues with me. So yeah, let the salary cap be the excuse. Vic Fangio, he said that CJ Garder-Johnson trade was a salary cap issue, a salary cap thing, and I'm fine with it. Just don't let the young guys know like y'all did me.
Damn.
Hey, what? Hold on now.
Basically, he said the situation was Vic Fangio, the defensive coordinator. He said they traded him because it was a salary cap issue. Now, they didn't save a whole lot of money, maybe a couple of $100,000, but moving forward, because you got who you got coming up, Ocho? You got that big dog up front.
Yeah.
Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter.
It's gonna take some bread.
Big bread.
And then you're gonna have brother Mitchell. He gonna be coming up.
Hey,
you're gonna have Cooper DeJean. He gonna be coming up.
Right. So they clean the house.
But it happens, bro. You got a ring. You got an opportunity to come back. You got a ring.
Mhm.
And somebody wanted you. When somebody trades for you, T, let me know what you think about this, T. When somebody trades for you, they're telling you they want you. Okay, the other team didn't want me, but this new team traded for me. They gave up something to get me. So clearly they see the value in me, even if the whole team doesn't.
Yeah.
CJ, he real passionate, man. He's very vocal. That's his biggest attribute, his passion. The way that he play the game is like that's how he is off the field too, though. He's very vocal, very passionate. So if it's a way that he's feeling, you really can't convince him otherwise. So like even though that the Houston Texans they wanted him, they traded for him, they gave away compensation for him to be a part of their team. CJ still gonna let Philly know how he feel. That's just how he is. That's how he's wired.
Yeah, Uncle, I talk to CJ all the time, man. CJ and I are really close. Like T said, he's very passionate about, especially about the way the game of football in general, the way it is, and some of the things that he knows is going on. I think he allows that passion and love for the game. He forgets that it's business at the end of the day.
Always has been, always will be.
And
that's a fact.
It's tough though. It's tough when you devote so much, like you said, T, think about it. You getting out there and you can't walk until Wednesday, and you out there hobbling and you doing everything you can to give them everything you can, and then they do something like this. So I
trade you. Yeah,
I definitely get it. So,
that's the question.
I'm trying.
That was something I wanted to ask all three of you guys. Like, what is it like, kind of being married to a situation? You may have bought a home in this city or whatever it may be. You raised a family here, and because it's time to blow it up and we want to get younger players in, what's that like, that transition, like having to know you got to leave?
You understand it. You understand it, Sam. Like I already knew at some point, I knew my time was coming. I didn't know when that day would be, but obviously I was able to squeeze out 10 years. Normally 10 years is your cutoff point, no matter how good you are. If you go down the list of some of the great receivers, there have been very few that stayed on one team for a very long time. The two that I could think of, maybe the longest might have been Jerry Rice and Larry Fitzgerald. Jerry at some point left, but Larry Fitzgerald is one of the few I could think of that stayed at one organization for a very long time. I knew my time was coming. So while I was there, wherever I was at, whatever cards I was dealt, but I was going to play my hand. Sam, I had fun. So when that time did come, I was at peace with it, because I understood the business side of it, which is why I chose to have fun instead, because I understood the politics and business side that came with it.
Okay.
You know it's going to happen, but it doesn't make it any easier, right? Because of what you give to that organization. All those pain-killing injections that I took, all that those Toradol shots that I took just to be able to go play. And now I have one down year, and you're like, oh yeah, we good. 7 consecutive Pro Bowls, first team All-Pros, 1,000 yards, all that.
Man,
it's tough. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey T, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. That is. I'm like, bro, damn. I thought I was going to be one of them John Elways. I was going to get me 12, 13, 14 with one team.
Yeah, no, it's real. It's real. Simple, for real. Just to add to what Ocho and Unc is saying, especially it's today's media and Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport, them guys get the news before you do. You know what I mean? So that's the part that I've seen be really impactful negatively to some players. I had one of my teammates here in the Saints, he was a running back. And we chilling in training camp, playing a game, and he just scrolling on Twitter, bro. He just got released by the Saints. He had no idea, no idea, and it was real. He got released. They kept one of the rookie running backs that they had drafted. So on Twitter, he had no idea. You know what I mean? That's the part that hurt.
Wow.
And the fact of the matter is what Ocho and I, we go around sometime. I'm like, bro, when Adam Schefter and these guys be talking, where you think they getting that from? They getting that from the teams. They're getting that from the general manager. They're getting that from owners. They're getting that from player personnel director. They're getting that from NFL sources. Really? Yes, they do. I mean, Adam Schefter making, lots of money. These insiders, they make a lot of money. And they built up great relationships. Because, and this is why they say anonymous. This is why they say sources. Because the moment they give up one source, they're done. I hope you've made a lot of money. Because if you give up one source, nobody will ever go on record with you again. Nobody will ever tell you ish. That's why Adam Schefter got all those phones. That's why he taking calls. He's live on air taking calls.
That's crazy.
Them ain't no dummy calls. Trust
That's crazy. That's why I got so much love for the King. We see eye to eye when it come to King James. That's
Oh,
why
yeah,
I got so
for
much
sure.
love for the king, because these organizations got the ability to move you where they want you to be, but you never kind of got the opportunity to pick where you want to go.
Right.
Symba, let me ask you one question. I'm gonna get out you guys' way. Going through your discography, man. What's it like to have a song with the legendary DMX?
Man, honestly, bro, I can't tell you, because the way that happened, I really wasn't involved on the process of that. That was Joyner Lucas's thing, and him and X had a relationship. And right before X
Got
had
you.
passed, I believe that might have been the last verse Joyner told me that he might have laid before he passed. But they had a great relationship, and they had laid a song. And one day Joyner hit me. He was like, "Yo, I got this joint me and X did. I want you to get on it." And of course, I was honored to be a part of it.
No
It's
question.
X. I grew up trying to be like X, from rapping like him to trying to act like him and exit wounds, you know? So it was just a blessing to be a part of it, honestly, man.
Dope, man.
Yeah. Well, T, I know you got to get out of here, man. I appreciate that, man. We appreciate your time. Good looking
Appreciate
out.
you guys.
When you get some more time, hey, stop back by with us again, man. We love to have you.
Of course, man. Appreciate you guys. Love.
Yeah,
Hold on.
All right, baby.
What you got? Hey, tell us about the YouTube channel you're getting ready to launch.
Boom. Oh yeah. Just really, man, being a big fan of you guys' show and everything you guys doing. I'm looking to get into my own. I want to talk O-line. I want to talk O-line, D-line, get some details of the trenches. How Kobe and Peyton Manning had the detailed show, and they really broke down what they're seeing and how they analyze the game. I want to be one of those people and kind of really take over that avenue for O-line, D-line, to where it's easily digestible, so I can be an educator in that space, so you know what technique is used, you know who that sack is on, and how it happened. You know what I mean? That's going to be a part of my YouTube show. So Terron Armstead show coming soon, man. I appreciate you guys.
You already got a partner?
We got some things in the work.
You got some things going.
Yeah, we got to talk offline. We got to talk offline.
You got to talk to Big Willie Anderson, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Big Willie. I mean, Big Willie would be real good in that space, especially from an informative standpoint, playing the O-line position, man.
He's gonna be there for sure.
You're gonna see him. Yeah.
All right. Well, T, we really appreciate that. His YouTube show launched on June 17th. He's going to break down. It's going to be the final points of O-line and D-line play, what actually happened, the set, quick set, jump set. He watched the stab. He dropped down. He played for the Bull. He bend, all that stuff. All the good stuff, that the intricate stuff that a lot of people don't talk about, you'll be able to get that on Terron's YouTube channel. So check it out. It's launching June 17th. T, appreciate your time, man. And when you get an opportunity, stop back by with us, bro.
Shout out to T.
Appreciate it, son.
The Panthers cornerback Jaycee Horn went up on Pro Football Focus of their top 10 cornerback rankings. This is what happens when you let nerds who never touch the field feel like they know ball, man. Pro Football Focus ranked him 25th in the NFL, saying Horn is talented, but has struggled with injuries in the NFL. Despite being the league's second highest paid corner, Horn ranks 23rd in Pro Football Focus advanced coverage grade over the last 3 seasons, and 23rd in standard PFF coverage grade of 79.6 across the past 2. Sauce Gardner is 1. Pat Surtain is 2. Trent McDuffie is 3. Jalen Johnson is 4. Darryl Stanley Jr. is 5. DJ Reed is 6. Marlon Humphrey is 7. Christian Benford is 8. Jair Alexander is 9. Denzel Ward is 10.
In fact,
Ocho?
Let me tell you something. The fact that this list isn't correct is the fact that Denzel Ward is all the way at 10.
Let me ask you this, Ocho.
Yeah.
Who you taking off this list and putting Jaycee Horn in front of?
What number? Wait. See, I need to. I can't see it from me. Run me the first 10 real quick.
Sauce Gardner is 1. Pat Surtain is 2. Trent
Now
McDuffie.
that should flip. 1 and 2 should flip. But go ahead.
Okay. Trent McDuffie is 3. Kansas City. Jalen Johnson Bears 4. Darryl Stingley Jr. Texans 5. DJ Reed. He's with the Lions now. If I'm not mistaken, he's with the Jets last year. He's 6. Marlon Humphrey, Baltimore Ravens 7. Christian Benford, Buffalo Bills 8. Jair Alexander 9. Green Bay. Denzel Ward 10. Now, the people on that list, Who you taking off and putting him on in the top 10?
I mean, no disrespect. I've watched everybody you said play. And I'm not talking about just watching them on Sundays. I'm talking about I've seen film of them actually in practice and what they've done. And I've seen the game film. Now, DJ Reed, I don't know much about. I don't know much about DJ Reed. I'm going to be honest. I haven't seen him play. I haven't watched him. So if I was to take anybody off, it would be DJ Reed.
Okay.
Now, excuse me. I mean, no disrespect to Young Bull. I'm sure Young Bull is good because he's on there for a reason. But I know, and I've seen Jaycee Horn play. Consistent.
I'm a big Stanley fan, man.
Hey, Stingley, the real deal, boy.
I'm a big Stanley fan, man. I love the way he play. You know, he remind me of like what football used to be when I was in there watching it with my grandpa as a kid. I love his energy that he bring. But honestly, when it come to these lists, sometimes I be trying to understand what's the criteria with some of these things. Like, what are they coming up with? Because sometimes it feel like they pick somebody because they got a bigger following on social media or something. It ain't got nothing to do with their game. So I be trying to figure out where does this stuff come from?
I agree with you, Ocho. I think Pat Surtain, for me, is the best corner in football.
Flip it.
Stingley obviously had a magnificent season. Trent McDuffie, he's never made an All-Pro team. I think he's made one. Let me take that back. I think he's made one, but I don't think he's ever made a Pro Bowl. He's sensational, especially in the slot. Sauce, we know what Sauce is. Sauce was a defensive rookie of the year. All these guys are phenomenal. We know Marlon Humphrey is not what he once was on the outside, but in that slot, he held.
Yeah, he's nice.
Bedford really came into his own last year. We know Jair, what he is, what he represents. Denzel, fluid, smooth, transition, looks really well.
Honestly, I mean, no disrespect, but Denzel is top 5 right now. I'm talking about in the entirety of the league.
You think he's top 5, Ocho?
What? Hey, when we talk about a technique merchant,
okay,
I'm talking about technical. It don't matter who he playing.
Okay.
Well, he coming to the party and he's switching up based on who he playing against too. He gonna play everybody different.
Right.
So I'm sitting there watching him, depending on, okay, let's say when they play the Bengals, for instance, the way he played T. Higgins, he played Chase different. And I'm sitting here watching this man, dog, I'm talking about it's like art. It's like watching art because he had a different approach depending on who it is every single time.
Yeah.
The naked eye, the casual fan can't see it, but I'm looking at it. I'm like, what the? And to me, hey, I'm looking at him like Sim. I'm looking like, well, damn, the defensive coordinator in Cleveland give him that much freedom to be able to do stuff like that. But normally, when you get out there and line up, you line up the same way, the same time, based on the coverage or the defense that's called.
Now, how you think you would have reacted? If he would have been guarding you, what you would have did to him, Ocho?
Oh, I would have turned that 21 to 12. Playing with me. Listen, I respect. Hey, listen, I seen Denzel. I forgot where we was at. It might have been Super Bowl or something. Where I sat there and told him about plays he did. Dog, he is a tremendous man-to-man corner, boy, especially in bump. I'm talking about technique sound. And when the ball in there, he never panicked. Never panicked. He played the ball. He got elite ball skills. Him and Stingley, boy, got some of the best ball skills along with Surtain I've ever seen.
No, that's why I like Stanley so much for exactly what you just broke down. And that's why I got quiet, because you speaking from experience. I'm speaking from a fan. So you looking at it from you actually playing the game. I'm looking at it as a fan. But what I see with Stanley is kind of what you just explained. He plays different players different. He can kind of play both sides of the field. He get to it. He get off his line fast. So I rock with him.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, nice. I like guys that travel. You look at Sauce and Pat, they're kind of like they're tall, angular guys. Yeah, Pat Surtain is so smooth. He transitioned extremely well. The way he can flip his hips for a guy his size, it's hard pressed. You probably won't find a guy, because Surtain is like 6'2". I mean, he's a big corner. Hey, Sauce Gardner is too.
A real 6'2".
Ain't no 6 foot. He's 6 foot. No. He's 6'2", maybe even tall. Denzel Ward is maybe not that tall, but they kind of got Sauce, Pat, and Denzel kind of have the same body type. They're like thin framed. Yeah. But Surtain is like as good a technique for someone. he has good a technique. Like now, Reeves had some technique.
I was just thinking about Darrell Reeves when you was talking earlier.
Reeves had technique out the yin yang.
Hey, Sim, when it comes to playing a position, when it comes to playing DB, I've always said, I've been saying it for years. I think DB is the hardest position on the field
Oh, it
outside
absolutely is.
outside of quarterback. Reeves got the patience at the line of scrimmage of Sally Mae. Because everybody still owe them loans for years and years and years. That's the kind of patience,
Yeah.
I swear for God, that's the kind of patience Reeves got. You
Yeah.
can sit and make all the moves you want. He not moving, he not budging until you go.
He ain't biting that first move,
He
so
ain't
you
biting.
forget him.
Yeah, hey, he might not bite the second move.
Not. Hey, Ocho, you could do all this right. Hey, you doing all this right here? That joke still sitting right there in front of you.
Looking right at your waist, because your waist ain't
Yeah.
going nowhere.
Yeah. Shout out to Josh Norman too, man. Josh Norman he used to lock
Hey,
things down
Josh
out there as well.
Josh is a real one.
Jared Verse trolled Puka Nakua for looking like Lord Farquhar. Watch this, y'all.
No, we have famous people in the building. Nah, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Yeah, Lord Farquhar in this mug. Got Lord Farquhar in this mug.
That's what it's all about. That's what Ocho. That's what you miss.
Hey,
All that Jody that goes on in OTA, that goes on in mini camps and training camps and all do. This is what you miss, man. You can't. Where you gonna get this from, Ocho? When you leave the game, where you gonna get this from? You're not gonna be around.
You can't. It's impossible. It's impossible. You try to listen. You try to recreate it with your friends that have nothing to do with the game of football that you've known all your life, but it would be nothing like being in that locker room. Nothing.
Nope. All right, Symba, we're gonna get to your favorite. We're gonna get to some NBA
Oh
news.
yeah.
5 seasons with the Knicks, Tom Thibodeau went 226 and 174, led the Knicks to the playoffs 4 times, including back-to-back 50-win seasons, including Eastern Conference Finals appearance for the first time in 25 years. They advanced to the East Finals. That wasn't enough. Even Rick Carlisle said today, when I first saw it, I thought it was one of those fake AI things. No way, there's no way. Symba, when you first heard the news, you read it, and you're like, man, they fired Thibbs. What went through your mind?
I kind of expected it. I feel like Thibs, and no disrespect to Thibs because he's a legend, but I feel like his style of coaching is a bit outdated. I feel he kind of looks for things that the game doesn't call for anymore, and he doesn't really go deep into his bench. And by the time his players get to the fourth quarter, they're gassed. And we kind of seen that in the playoffs. We seen Indiana kind of run them back and forth. He tried to get deep in the bench. In basketball, just like football, anything in sports, it's a game of rhythm. You know what I mean? So you can't just throw somebody in the playoffs when they ain't been playing all season in the third quarter and expect them to knock down shots. So I think Brunson could definitely benefit from a different coach. The Knicks could. And I seen what you guys were saying the other night. I don't see why Thibs kind of brought Cat in if they had this same issue back in Minnesota. I kind of don't get where that came from, but I think the call was a good call. It might be a bit confusing, but I think it was a good call.
In the wake of Ocho, let me read this. In the wake of Thibs fired, more reports have come out about the Knicks coaching staff. Multiple Knicks players have reportedly been unhappy with the presence of assistant coach Rick Brunson, who happens to be the dad of Jalen Brunson. Per Hoops Wire, multiple Knicks players have been unhappy with the presence of assistant coach Rick Brunson, who happens to be the father of star point guard Jalen Brunson. What that issue is exactly has not been determined, though sources suggest that Rick has too big of a say in things.
Well, is he probably going to be the interim coach, or maybe the coach that?
Nah, they're going to hire a new coach. He ain't going to be the interim. He ain't going to be nothing.
No, so you don't think
getting him out of there?
No, I don't think they. No, I don't think they will give him the job. I don't think if they would have, they'd have. No, I think Leon Rose and Worldwide West, who runs the Knicks for Dolan, they're looking. Is it going to be Budenholzer? Is it going to be Vogel?
Mike
Is it going to be one of these guys? What's the guy that?
Mike
I like
Malone.
Mike
Malone.
Malone.
Yeah. And then listen, the funny thing about it is Thibbs led the Knicks to one of their greatest, not greatest season, but he took them very far. It's been a very, very long time since they've been in a game of that magnitude or a series of that magnitude. And when you look at the records of the past coaches, I mean, he's done the best. Again, I agree with Sim based on what I've come, you know, the little bit of basketball knowledge that I do have is he does running players into the ground. And they were tired. They were tired, especially when they got to the back end of the season, the back end of the series. Yeah, them boys ain't had no legs.
But let me ask you a question. Okay, it's like, oh man, they lost to the Pacers. Had they lost to Boston, would you still have fired him? Because I think the thing is, maybe beating the Celtics, who's the defending champs, maybe that set them on unrealistic expectations. Because now, man, we knocked off Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, a team that won the championship just a year ago, won 60 games, and now we lose to the Pacers. But if you go back and look at the Pacers, they got 5-6 guys in double figures every game. That's what they do. They're a committee. So you don't know who gonna light your ass up. For 1 or 2 games, it might be Siakam. Another game, it might be Nesmith. Another game, it might be Halliburton. So it's hard for you to determine, well, who do we take away? Who do we take away? So I think that's what happened. I think once they beat the Celtics, everybody's like, oh man, Nick's going to the finals. Oh, we got the Pacers. The Pacers just beat y'all last year in Game 7 on y'all home court.
I was one of them people too, right there.
This was a worse matchup for the Knicks because the thing that the Pacers do, the Knicks don't do well, is get back on defense. If you look at the Pacers, they're looking to run, make or miss. They'll take it off the rim or they'll take it out the net. You saw the last game, Ocho. The Knicks make a basket, and in one pass,
they
Pascal Siakam is Euro stepping, laying the ball up. So, and you look at it, so now you got Cat, and people complain. They were complaining about Cat playing defense. When have you known Cat as a defensive guy? So what you gave up, getting Mikal Bridges, all those draft picks, you weaken your bench. Yeah. And in the process of weakening your bench, now you got to ride guys, got to play guys, extended minutes in the regular season, and you overload them come playoff time. He expanded it, but if you remember the first couple of series, he was only playing 7 guys. And then he got to the point he was playing 8-9 guys. It's too late.
I agree. I think, and New York might tear me up for this, but I think Boston lost that series more than New York won it. And what I mean by that was we didn't see great coaching from Thibs in the first 2 games. We seen Boston get comfortable and the Knicks make an incredible comeback. We didn't see great coaching and great tactics. And I think Boston kind of just like what you just said, how the Knicks felt about the Pacers, felt that way about the Knicks. Like, oh, we got the Knicks, we got this, it's easy. And they kind of got comfortable, let their feet off the gas, and they suffered in the long run.
Well, what happened was they shooting all them damn threes. And you see what happens. Now, when you make them, that's great. But what happens when you miss them? And now they don't, because they've been so successful making those threes, come clutch time, they can't run no sets. They still jacking up a bunch of threes. And you see the Knicks operating every time. They're getting layups, they're getting whatever they want to get.
True.
Man, I mean, Tim's like, well, damn, we probably should have lost to the Celtics because I do believe, and I could be totally wrong, Sam, but I believe because they beat the Celtics, they had unrealistic expectations. They thought they were going to have a cakewalk to the NBA Finals.
I totally agree with that. Let me ask you guys this. Where do you see Thibs going, and what do you think is the next head coach for the Knicks?
Well, you got some guys out there. You got Mike Malone. You got Budenholzer. You got Frank Vogel. Hell, give Sam Cassell a chance.
Hold on. What about
Bring Mark back?
Hey, he played in the Garden. He's from New York.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who's a hot candidate.
Shit, Stephen A. Smith.
Man, Stephen A. ain't tried to coach no basketball. I'm like, look, I mean, Sam, Mark Jackson. You don't even hear Mark Jackson name even mentioned for coaching.
Yeah. It feels like they completely pushed Mark Jackson out. I think Mike Malone would be great for New York. I think his style of coaching would be great for the city. it'd be great for Brunson. But I also think they got to bring somebody else in there that can knock down some shots so Brunson ain't controlling the ball so much, because I feel like it slows
Right.
the offense down when he's doing that in the fourth quarter.
Right.
And sometimes when Anunoby is getting going, or Cat might be getting going, or Bridges might get going, now Brunson kind of comes in and he takes the next 4 shots and it kind of gets everybody out of rhythm. So I definitely think they got to bring in another ball handler or scorer or something to help complete it.
Right. What about
the names mentioned, Ime Udoka, Jason Kidd. Both of those guys have current jobs. Jay Wright, former
Mike
coach
Brown.
of Villanova.
Mike
Luke
Brown.
Walton.
Mike
Mike Brown. Luke Walton. Where's Luke Walton at now? I just saw him on somebody. Is he with the Cavs? I saw him
New
somewhere.
York could tear Luke Walton up, huh?
Pistons. Yeah, that's why I saw
him
JB
up,
Brick on JB Bickerstaff. But you got Budenholzer, who
Yeah.
lost the job, got fired. You have Vogel, who had a job, got fired. Mike Brown got fired after he had just signed a contract extension. Budenholzer had another 4 years left on his contract. Vogel had another 4 years left on his contract. You know what I mean?
Feels like the last
Matter of
10
fact-
years of coaches of the year got fired.
Yep.
Yeah. It got to be the right coach too to deal with that New York atmosphere. Everybody ain't built for that.
Definitely.
Draymond Green says he would rather lose in the first round than the NBA Finals. Black Sports Online tweeted about Draymond comments saying, I can call this my LeBron theory, and you can use it for any elite player. It is better to go undefeated in the finals than and go to a bunch of finals and lose. If LeBron was 4-0 in the finals as opposed to 4-6, would the perception be different if the same thing was really? Symba, what do you think?
I agree. I 1000% agree, man. It's that's a tough thing to do, right? You got to think about you guys played professional sports. Think about all the thing that goes on from on the field, off the field, right? And to win a championship or even to get to the finals, playoffs, let alone, y'all got to be on one accord. You know, so to constantly keep getting there, that shows the signs of greatness. Whether you keep failing or not, you still keep getting there. Everybody like to talk about Mike getting there 6 times and him winning the 6 rings and everything like that. But he also had a road of trying to get there that was a process. LeBron kind of got there a little faster. So I agree with him.
Yeah, because LeBron be 4-0 in the finals as opposed to 4-6. Now, that's still 4 wins.
If you ask me, LeBron got
say,
5 rings. If you ask me, I count that in-season tournament.
Because here's the thing, Sim. Let's just say for the sake of argument, LeBron got 4 rings in 22 seasons. They're going to say, what did he do in the other 18 seasons?
Go to the finals.
So I get it. It's just like, look, social media, and social media has its place. It's done a lot of good. It's made a lot of people famous. It's made a lot of people wealthy beyond expectations. But I think the thing is that now everybody is a general manager. Everybody is a coach. Everybody is a player personnel director. Everybody is a former NFL player or former NBA player or MLB player. And so it gives everybody, everybody has an opinion now. Whereas before, a lot of these guys, it'd have been very interesting if, let's just say we're going to start social media in the 80s and everybody could have an opinion when Jordan was getting bounced in the first round. I wonder how they would take that if he's the best player, if he's the GOAT. Because they crowned him the GOAT in 1989. They said he's the greatest player we've ever seen with no finals appearances.
And the crazy thing about that, I just seen something the other day. I think, what was it? NBA did the deal with NBC in 89 or something like that. So we didn't even get to see like those first couple years of July. Where's the tape of everybody talking? Like we see highlights, but like we didn't get to see everything. So it's like,
no, you didn't see basketball game. There was not a whole lot of. You didn't get an opportunity to watch basketball during the week. You watched basketball on Sunday. Now, once the playoffs started, okay, that was a different story. But I grew up in the era where the games were tape delayed. Even the NBA Finals, the playoffs were tape delayed. You didn't get an opportunity to see those. So, and when it first started, the first round was the best 2 out of 3. You win 2 games, and then you advance. And then you went to the semifinals, and if you won 3 out of 5. The best of 7 wasn't until the conference finals and the NBA finals. And it used to be you got 3 shots to make 2 at the free throw line. So once you got to the bonus, you got 3 shots to make 2.
Yeah, see, I think Bron would have dominated in that era. And just like if we look at it like the road LeBron had to travel, right? We talking about somebody that's coming in from high school, he 18 years old, all this criticism on him. And this is like when the internet is kind of coming into his age. So everybody got an opinion on him. Mike didn't necessarily have to deal with that type of pressure. Now, Mike did deal with people outside the hotel rooms waiting on him and newspaper articles. But like you just said, with social media today, it's one thing, it's a bittersweet thing. Everybody has an opinion, but everybody's opinion is invalidated because they haven't done it. Right. So I can't come to you, and tell you I think you wrong about anything in football. I ain't never played in the NFL. Who am I to tell you? As a fan, I could give you my opinion, and that's what I always try to speak from a fan perspective. But when we talking about people that did it at a high level, sometimes you just got to shut up. You know what I mean? And listen to what the greats is saying.
I mean, it's not very often that an 18-year-old gets to come in. He's the number 1 overall pick. And they hand him the keys to the franchise. They said, okay, we're only going to go as far as you take us. And he lives up to it. Now, he didn't have a whole lot of experience. He didn't get an opportunity to go to college and learn under a legendary coach. He didn't. I mean, think about what he had. He came from a single-parent home, and he bounced around. So everything that you see, he's kind of like had to get it on his own. He had like trial, and he hadn't had, he hadn't had any missteps for the most part. Yeah, you can say people like, well, what about the decision? Well, the girls and boys club got 500,000. That wasn't no misstep. Because guess what? Somebody wanted to hear it. I tell you what, if you think it's a misstep, if he wasn't who he was, tell somebody else to have a decision and see how they get covered.
Yeah, no, I'm totally with you. I think, in my opinion, Bron is the greatest to ever do it. I think he went up against some of the greatest talent, right? Like Dwight Howard. We talking about baby Shaq in his prime. Like, you got to go up against that 7 games, right? You got to go up against the San Antonio Spurs. So he beat the Spurs. You know what I mean? Like, they had to go up against the Dallas Mavericks, who was incredible. We may not look at them as the most athletic team, but them as a team, the Dallas Mavericks around that time, they were incredible. And then to top it off, Kevin Durant and the Warriors. You know what I mean? Like, look at everything he had to go up against.
Where would you, and that's what I always tell people, of all the NBA champions, where would you rank that 17-18 Warriors team? How many teams in history would you have over them? Let's just go back to the 90s when Jordan won his championships. What team did he face was the 17-18 Warriors?
0.
Was it Seattle? No. Was it Utah? No. Was it Portland? No. Was it Phoenix? I'm just trying to figure out. And so you looking at it, think about it. On that team, you got Steph and Steph and Draymond, all 75 team. You look at San Antonio. Tim Duncan's all 75th anniversary team. Kawhi's 75th anniversary team. Manu's not a 75th anniversary guy, is he? I don't think so. Tony Parker. Is Tony Parker one? I don't think Tony Parker won. But they make it seem like the only team that I think they should have beat. But when you go back and look at it, the Mavericks swept. See, people sweep this under the rug, Sim. That Mavericks team swept the Lakers team that had just went back to back.
I just said we forget about that because they weren't the most sexy. They wasn't athletic, but that was a great team.
They swept the Lakers that had just went back to back. They had a gentleman's sweep on OKC. Yep. But still, for me, I think that was the only time that LeBron has probably been favored, and he didn't win.
And it was a thing I truly believe of him and D Wade didn't know who team it was yet. So I think they kind of was
True.
looking.
You can make that
I
case.
think they was looking for each other to lead and kind of seeing who was going to take the lead, and it was kind of getting too late by that time. The Mavericks had already won 2 games.
Right. Adam Silver on the NBA All-Star Game next season at the Clippers Intuit Dome. The All-Star Game will feature some form Team USA versus Team World. All-Star Game now will be in the afternoon instead of the evening. You like that change, Sim?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like All-Star Game it's been a tragedy the past few years. It's been a tragedy, and I think when things keep becoming a tragedy and you keep trying things and it's not working, just go back to the original way. Just go back to the original
East versus
way.
the West. But the thing is, though, to them, they don't play anymore. Sim, I don't want to see no games and the NBA they scoring 200
But
points,
you know,
Sim. Because now all it is dunks and threes. They ain't playing no defense.
But you know why that is, huh? You know, like I know, those weekends ain't about the game no more.
Nah,
it used to be about the game. They not coming in there. Anthony Edwards had about 9 events on Saturday, 7 on Friday, 3 on Thursday, a brunch on Sunday before the game. I'm tired, man. They got me doing all this. So they got to find a way to bring the events kind of down a little bit or something to get these players time to kind of enjoy their families, enjoy their week off, and show up on Sunday ready to play.
And play. They got to play. But Ocho, I said this. I remember when I saw this thing going left with the Pro Bowl. Yeah. I said, they're going to cancel this before you know it. Mm-hmm. Nah, man, nah. I said, I'm telling you. They not finna keep paying y'all this money. They paying y'all. Ocho, they paying them $100,000 just to compete. I remember, and we was competing. Ocho, you went shortly after I left the league. Y'all probably was making 15,000, 20,000 tops.
Yeah. It wasn't that much.
Now they make it. Now you get 80. You get 100,000 if you win. You get 50, 75,000 if you lose. And guys, now they out there playing touch football. Now they've turned it into a flag football, and they got all these festivities where you try to hit the bullseye and you hit a move. I'm like, come on, dude.
Yeah, I don't think back then when we played everything, it was about competing, and it was competitive.
Yes,
might have been an All-Star game. It might have been a Pro Bowl where those that were selected, but when it was time to play. Man, hey, Sam, boy, it was real. When Jordan, Kobe, and them boys, and Shaq, them boys, when they they had All-Star game, they was finna play.
I feel like, too, it was a different level of focus back in y'all time because it wasn't so many distractions. So everybody was kind of like zoned in on their craft, zoned in on what it is they did. So when they came to play with an Ocho, right, when Charles Woodson got a Garder-Ocho, he want to prove his point out there. Now it's like
absolutely, and I'm trying to prove mine.
Now everybody free.
I told Ocho, I said, look, when I went across that water, I was looking to light somebody ass up one-on-one because I didn't want you to think you get back to the mainland and can cover me. You couldn't cover me across the water. You can't cover me on the mainland. So don't even come with that bullshit now. But I was just like, and the thing is, like you said, now it's a layup or 3-point shot.
That's it.
Hey, but I said, bro, y'all quick to holler Jordan. Y'all quick to holler Kobe. Y'all don't say nothing about them when it comes to the All-Star game. Y'all don't mention Kobe or Jordan. But y'all quick to talk about they was killers. Okay. When y'all going to be turning some killers at the All-Star game?
Yeah, I think it's just a different time now, Unc. Like, man, I seen this. Shout out to Jason Crow Jr., a young player coming up out here in California. I went to one of his games and I seen a few players and they was just talking. And one of these kids was like, long as I get an NIL deal, I don't even worry about going to NBA. And I was like, man, like the competitive nature of just grinding and wanting to achieve your goal and that process is gone now because these kids getting so much money. You go to some of these colleges, the parking lot look like a Benz dealership. Like, it's different.
It does. It ain't no more scat packs, no Hellcats, and all those track hawks. Them jokers got Ferraris, they got Lambos, they got Cullinans in there. I'm like, damn.
Listen, hey Sam, that's a short dream. You shortchanging yourself. The big dream, the big money. I mean, listen, NIL.
That's good money. That'll hold you over. But I'm trying to get to 50, 70, 100 mil.
Yeah, until you see everybody else you play with getting 250 million, and you talk about some damn NIL money, man.
Speaking of that, quick question for both of y'all. What's something from you guys' childhood that fueled y'all work ethic?
I ain't have no running water. That'll do it. Going outside when the mosquitoes biting you, and you got to take Raid and spray it to keep the mosquitoes off you, and you got to put an overcoat on to go out in the woods. That'll motivate you.
Yeah.
You ain't got no indoor plumbing. You ain't got no running water. You ain't got no air conditioning. That'll motivate you. You go to like a warehouse and they got cement floors. That's what we had. That'll motivate you. You got a tin roof and you can look up and you can see the sun. That'll motivate you. Sometimes an empty stomach is all the motivation you need.
Dude, Sam, I had kids early, boy. I had kids early, and obviously my dream was to play in the NFL, and I had put in too much work as a little shorty, as a little jit. I had to make it. I told myself, I'm gonna make it to the league. I remember telling coaches in high school, remember telling teachers I was gonna make it. They told me I never was gonna amount to nothing. I needed that. He gave me a little chip, so I'm gonna make it. Obviously, and having kids early, so I got to take care of these kids, boy. I ain't had no choice, and I wanted to be good at my craft. I wanted to be good. I didn't need to be the best. But whenever I left the game, people gonna say, "Boy, he was one of the best to ever play." That was motivating, boy.
An empty stomach and an empty wallet. What more motivation you need?
Facts.
Yeah. And I ain't need nobody else too.
What else you need?
Self-motivated.
That's it. Your grandma's like, hey, boy, ain't got no lights. Ain't got no phone. The phone off because you can't pay a $50 phone bill, and they ain't got no lights. So you gotta. My grandma gotta juggle some stuff around, and you gotta make do until she can come up till the next payday. Oh yeah. All right, son, you got to go out there and get some eggs because we ain't got no eggs. So now we got to go out there and get eggs. We got to find eggs. We got to run the hens off the eggs. Man, please.
Yeah, that's.
Hey, you know what else I hate too? You know what I hate, Sim, and is people that it needs to be done right, but you're waiting your friends to do it. Like there's no self-motivation. You can't get nothing done unless somebody else is doing it with you. So that means you're fooling yourself.
Man, I used to have that same problem. I used to have that same problem because I was afraid of fear, and I was afraid of failing by myself. So I was like, I either want to win with somebody or we fail together. And one thing I had to learn is like God don't bless mess. You know what I'm saying? So you might be bringing the wrong person. You might have the wrong person that you trying to walk into a situation that he don't belong in. And it's like, God ain't going to grant you what you looking for because you bringing damaged goods to the table of what I'm trying to set for you. So I had to learn how to develop that confidence for myself of just sitting in that studio writing and being in this room and, looking at my son in the face like I'm doing it for you, bro. I'm not doing it because I'm afraid no more or bringing all these people with me for validation because I'm afraid of what might happen if they not there. Like, nah, you got to get up and go do it. If you fail, just fail forward and get up and keep going.
Yeah, I remember when I had dreams about being something, there wasn't a whole lot of people in my dream. I was like, well, damn, I guess he tried to tell me something. I wasn't supposed to bring a whole lot of people with me.
And bring
even the biggest planes can only carry so much of a load.
Man.
Even the biggest planes, Ocho, even the biggest cargo planes, they can only carry so much.
Man, that's so true. My mom said something to me the other day that'll stick with me. I was telling her she was trying to introduce me to somebody, and I was like, Mom, I don't even like meeting too many people no more because they come around with these expectations and they think you're supposed to do something. And I remember wanting to be in this space and be like, when I get my shot, I'm never gonna be mean or turn people down. I'm gonna take every picture, but people take that for granted. And my mom says, I was like, it's hard for me to get along with people that now I feel like they don't understand me. And my mom said, she said, when you growing, she said, it's not that people don't love you. When you growing, you hard to understand. Right? If someone hasn't tried to grow, you're going to always be hard to understand because they stuck at where they at. and you trying to go somewhere else, and they may see that as, oh, you changing, and because you not adopting the ideologies they have, now you feel like they feel like you devalue them. When it's just like, nah, bro, it might be a better way we could grow together. So that's something I had to learn right there.
It's tough. It's tough because, a lot of times you want the people that were around when you didn't have anything. But a lot of times those people, their minds doesn't grow like yours grow. They think just because they're around, they're supposed to always be around. But at some point in time, you can look, I understand, but there has to be value that comes along with something.
Yeah.
Fact.
The New Orleans Pelicans will continue to move forward with Zion Williamson as the face of their franchise, per Joe Dumars. I've had some real honest conversations with him, some real direct and honest conversations. We're going forward with Zion. He's going to continue to be the focal point as we go forward. Sim?
Send Zion to Milwaukee, man. You got to get him.
For
you got to
Giannis?
get, not for Giannis. Let him go play with Giannis, but you got to get him out of New Orleans. You got all that good food out there, You got all what's that place? Dragos. They got that them big oysters over there. You got Nobu over there.
The crab.
Oh
the
my
crab
God!
cake.
You got all that good food, man. You get Zion where they got vegan options. You gotta get him. You gotta get him out of New Orleans immediately. I think the run is done. I think the time has come for them to kind of blow this thing up and let them move on. It's over with.
Damn.
Ocho?
Hey, we talked about Zion in length, for a very long time now, and he hasn't spoken at all. And we've all had our opinion. Obviously, I want to see him play ball, whether it's New Orleans. I don't care where it is. I just want to see him on the court because I know what he can do once he's out there, when he's healthy.
Yep.
Whether it be New Orleans, I'm not sure what's going to happen. You know how this business works. And most of the time, players have all the leverage. So unless he says he don't want to be there, he's going to be a Pelican. And if he's going to be there, I just want to see him on the court, bro. That's it.
It's hard to give up a superstar, trade a superstar, unless you're going to get one back in return.
Is he a superstar?
And that's why,
He's
a star player. Look, we had AD, we lost AD, and the next year we get Zion. Ain't no stars coming to New Orleans. And so that's why when these small market teams, when they land one of these big fish, they try to hold on to them as long as they possibly can. That's why Milwaukee bending over backwards trying to make sure, what do you need? You need 10 Harley Davidsons? We'll get them for you. What do you need? Right. You need an Airbnb in Belize? We'll get it for you. Because think about it. You go Kareem, and then Kareem leaves, I think, at like 76, 75, 76. It's 30 years before you get Giannis. So you're not LA. You got Will, you got Jerry West, you got Elgin Baylor, you got Kareem, you got Magic, you got James Worthy, you got Kobe, you got Shaq, you got LeBron, you got AD, now you got Luka. It don't work like that for everybody. It don't work like that for everybody, Sim. So when I get a guy, I'm going to do everything I possibly can. So Cleveland got LeBron. You want to build we'll build our training facility close to where you live in Akron. Okay, cool. No problem. You want access? No problem. You want your mama to sit here? No problem. Because what's the likelihood of you ever getting another LeBron James if you Cleveland?
It ain't happening.
So with that being said, you move heaven and earth and you do everything you can to make sure they're happy. Look, I agree with you, Ocho. I just want him to be healthy.
Yeah.
I want him to be healthy for 2 years in a row because I believe that he can turn the corner. Because Zion can't be more than what, 25?
Yeah.
24, 25?
He's somewhere around there. Somewhere. But I'm telling you, Unc, in order to keep him healthy, you got to get him out of New Orleans, man. You got to get him some vegan options. We got to get him some acai bowls. We got to get him healthy out there, Unc. Like, we all want to see him ball. We want to see him play, but it's always been a dilemma, and they can't seem to get it together.
Well, Good luck with that. Joe Dumars has been around the game. He's been around the game 40 plus years. He's played with some great players. He put some teams together, and so we'll see what he can do. Euro Cup champion Tel Aviv are expected to make Russell Westbrook an offer never before seen in European basketball. Should Russ accept the money or stay? Basically, he's going to be on a mid-level or minimum contract. Ocho, Sim, does he take the big dollars to go overseas, or does he stay right here?
Now, when you say big dollars, how much we talking?
I mean, in order to make it make sense, it's probably going to need to be 12, 15 million.
That's it?
Well, consider he make 4, 5 million in the NBA.
That ain't enough.
Hell no. He ain't going nowhere. That ain't enough. Absolutely not. Not for someone of his caliber.
What's the most money somebody's made in European basketball? Can we find that? Hey, AI, anybody want to advertise so we can just pull that up and it just pop up on my screen? So
No, I don't think Russ need the money, man. You know, Russ is invested in a lot of things off the court.
Oh, no. Russ don't need the money.
I don't think he'll go out there and play for the money.
And then he don't want to be away from his family. He ain't moving his family overseas.
That's a real LA boy
he got a wife. I think his wife's name is Nina. He got kids. He got twins. He ain't going.
Absolutely not. Makes no sense. And they couldn't offer him enough.
Hell no. The most money anybody's ever made in Europe is $4 million a
it's
year.
over.
Oh,
They might as well get after me, huh? They might as well get after me. I go out there, give them 12 and 10. You know what I'm saying? I give a little something.
Hey, now you know it can get crazy now. If the Saudis had a league, now they
like they got in soccer.
Okay, now they could pull some NBA players up out of there.
Oh yeah, you see what Ronaldo getting?
Yeah,
man, don't man, please.
200 million a year. Hell yeah, LeBron will leave for 200 million a year.
A year.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I gone over there for a quick 4-5 years.
200 a year, I ain't never coming back.
Yeah, hey, as a matter of fact, get me a place in Dubai.
I'm gone
with no taxes. I don't think he probably don't even pay taxes on it. And they gave him a jet, and they gave him what's it called? Like a
house, car.
Yeah, they gave him a house. Yeah.
Hey, that money over there different, man.
They got it.
Big
got it. Symba, check this out. Apparently Ocho was in the gym today and he was tossing around some 120s. Apparently we got video evidence. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah. Hey.
I'm just trying to figure out. I don't see no. We got to zoom in. We got to see if the 120 because them could be hundies.
Hey, them damn weights bigger than my damn chest. Talk about that to be.
Yeah, them some big weight. Oh yeah, them some big weights.
Yeah.
Okay,
2.
Yeah. I'm strong
3.
now. I'm strong. I just look like this.
4. 5.
Yeah, quick
That's
5. It's light. It's a light 5.
No. We don't do anything less than 6.
Ooh.
We don't do anything less than 6.
Listen. When I go in there tomorrow, right? Tomorrow is legs for me, right? But Sam, just for him, I want to show him. I saw Aaron Donald doing 130s, right? So I'm like, okay, Aaron Donald doing 130s. I know I could do 120s. I could do 5. So tomorrow I'm gonna go to 140s. I'm gonna do a set while I'm fresh.
You ain't gonna do none.
Listen to me. You told me I couldn't do 120s, and I just gave you 5 right there.
But he did it on the incline.
I can do it in incline. This me.
What you mean? What's the difference?
It's me. I could do that, man. You keep telling me what I can't do, and I keep showing you I could do it. You told, hey, Sim, you're gonna see me tomorrow, right? I'm gonna post it. Tomorrow's leg day, but I just want to show I could do 140s, and I'm gonna do it on incline because he just told me I couldn't. He sound like my teachers in high school. They told me about the shit. Now I'm on Nightcap. I mean,
there it is, Unc. He said he go do it tomorrow.
I'm gonna let him have it. He gonna catch me. I'm gonna sneak into Florida one day and catch him in the gym. Let everybody see what
For
They're
what?
doing real bad.
What you putting up in there, Unc? What you looking like in there?
Nothing. Hey, listen, we lift the same amount of weight, and no, we about the same size right now, but we lift the same amount of weight.
He talking.
Hey, Sim, right now I lost about 20 pounds. I got a little something going on right now, but give me a little bit of time. I'll get past that. I'll deal with you down the road, Ocho.
You good. Listen, you done lost weight and I'm gaining weight, but it's cool.
That's okay.
Cool.
I probably still can do those 120s. I ain't at the 150s like I used to be, but I tell you what. Give me 6 months.
Hold on. 150? You do 150s?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll do 150s tomorrow just to show you where I'm at.
Man, you gonna cave your grill in.
Man, listen. Hey, Sim, not on no funny shit. You could see the frame, man. I'm sculpted like a Greek god, man. I just hoodie on so you really can't see it. And my girl be tripping about having my shirt
I
off.
thought you had what you call a nightcap tattooed on your chest. You got a hoodie on? Oh. My bad, damn, Ocho. I'm like, damn, he really like nightcap. He done got tattooed.
Yeah. Hey, listen, Uncle, I'm ready for the summer, man. When the summer starts?
Summer's here.
I think June 20th, June 21st, 22nd,
Hey.
official summer.
Hey, boy, hey.
From what I see,
Sam, we appreciate
when
you.
I
Stop.
see in LA
Go ahead,
today,
Sam. Go ahead. What you gonna
summer's
say?
here. I seen some nice soft legs today, Unc. Summer's here. Some nice soft legs. Some soft legs.
I got tunnel vision. I ain't seen nothing.
No, I appreciate y'all
Thank
for
you,
having me, man. Big fan of the show. As y'all already know, love. We going up tomorrow for the NBA Finals. Shout out to the Payout Scouts. Big watch party tomorrow. Love what y'all doing here at Nightcap, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Unc. Y'all keep killing it, man.
Appreciate you, bro. Tell us where we can find you. What are you on IG? You got a Facebook? You got what YouTube? What you got going on? Tell us where we can find you.
At the Real Symba on all platforms. That's TheRealSymba. You can find that amongst all socials, man. And keep supporting Nightcap because we like to do something before do something.
That's what I'm talking about. Sam, we appreciate that, man. All the best. Continued success. When you get some time, stop back by
Definitely
again.
will, Unc. Appreciate y'all.
All right, guys. Ocho, we're going to get you out of here on this one. And now it's time for our final segment of the evening. It's time for Q and A.
Hey, you ain't know that song, huh? Hey, them thing was nice and clean and nice and slow, too.
Quentin Mobley said, Ocho was having a seizure with them 120 dumbbells today. That boy was shaking worse than a woman in Area 29. # much love.
I hear him talking. They making jokes, but I wasn't shaking. I was nice and slow with perfect form.
Shaking like a leaf on a tree.
A 90-degree angle. I don't think, hey, you know what's funny? I think people don't really understand how heavy that is, huh? I mean, you see it all the time. You've done it all the time, but I think people that go to the casual gym where they don't even have 120-pound dumbbells. I don't think they understand how heavy that is. I'm really like that. I told you if she ain't 180.
Dr. Frankie L. Bellamy, hey fam, what's one thing today players do better than your era? And what's one thing they'll never touch from your generation? They're more talented.
Who that?
The players.
Right. Oh, yeah.
It's called evolution. It's called technology.
Yeah, most definitely. Definitely. Yep.
Joe, that's what happens.
Right.
They got better diet. They got better training. Yeah. They starting from a better foundation.
Yeah, most definitely.
I do think we have a better appreciation.
Yes.
But I ain't finna sit here and say, oh, look, there are certain players that were talented, but I'm talking about overall, the talent in all sports, because they got better training, they got better nutrition, they got better technology.
Yes.
It's just the way it is. I mean, think about when Tiger in 1997 burst onto the scene. Think about how far he was hitting the golf ball. He was the only one that could do it. Now they got 20 guys, 30 guys that can hit the golf ball as far as Tiger. Look at the guys. We were in awe the way Reggie Miller and Larry Bird and Mark Price, them guys shot the ball. Man, they got 3, 4 guys a team that I shoot the cover off the ball. It is what it is, Ocho.
Yeah.
I accept it. I don't know, man, my generation, we did. But they got better technology now. They got more, it's called advancement. You know how I know? Look at medicine. They don't do surgeries the same way, Ocho. Ain't no guy missing. Your career is not over when you have ACL. Your career is not over when you have an Achilles injury. I mean, stuff that people were done. Now guys come back. Look at Kevin Durant. If somebody didn't tell you, you wouldn't know Kevin Durant came off an Achilles injury. Laney Ray finally back. Lady Ray, hey guys, loving Shannon's tea. Who's your favorite Simpson character? Mine is Ralphie. Who?
Shoot, Bart.
Yeah, Homer, Bart, Lisa, Marge.
You can't name all of them. We said, who's your favorite one?
But I'm just saying, Ash was asking me, do I know any of the Simpson characters?
Oh.
Look, I like the Simpsons. American Dad's mine.
Okay. What about South Park?
Stewie, give me Stewie. Give me Stewie and Brian.
Stewie funny boy. Stewie funny boy. Stewie funny. You watch South Park?
I watched a little bit of it.
Who you have a favorite character? You don't know most of them.
I don't really know the character. I used to watch what's the one that used to come on MTV? Beavis and Butthead.
Now that was funny.
So if I had to say Homer. Man, the Simpsons been on damn near 40 years, 40 years.
And for some reason,
they was coming on when I was in college.
Yeah, you know what's funny? And for some reason, the Simpsons are very good at predicting history.
They are.
Or they damn near close to it. Every time, that ain't no goddamn coincidence. Every time.
You're right. Izzy R said, Unc and Ocho, you were both leaders in your locker room. How would you have handled the Dolphins' bullying scandal if that would have happened in your locker rooms in Denver, Baltimore, Cincinnati? Well, first of all, that would have never happened.
No.
Ain't nobody gonna be saying all that. What happened? They said it wasn't bullying, but there was some racial epithets being thrown around in that locker room. Now, to the extent of it, I don't know. I wasn't there, but that ain't what we did.
What are we talking about? Bullying when? I know they Richard Incognito.
I guess Richard, Incognito and Martin.
Goddamn bullying, you grown ass man in the NFL. You 300-something pounds. Talk about somebody bullying. Get your ass.
No, we don't do that.
Come on, man.
But even if it wasn't bullying, we ain't gonna be hurling no racial epithets around there though.
I don't remember that part. Okay, my bad. Bully.
But look, hopefully they got it resolved. I mean, look, our locker room was harmonious. Did guys fight? Yeah. They fought over,
Training camp?
Oh, they fought in the locker room. Damn, training camp. We had to get trained. Hey, you say the wrong thing or something, hey. I think sometimes, Ocho, people think because you make X amount of dollars that some of the same things that will set somebody off that doesn't make money will set a person off that make money. And I tell you, guys ain't gonna there's a certain level, I don't care how big you are, how old you are, guys ain't gonna just let you blatantly disrespect them. Because no matter where you are, the number one currency is respect. So, Casey Taylor, start, bench, cut. Deuce McAllister, Warwick Dunn, Brian Westbrook. This is for you. So, Ocho, you got Deuce McAllister, Warwick Dunn.
No. He said Unc. He said Unc.
No. He said Unc for you. I got Algie Crumpler, Randy McMichael, Chris Cooley. So I got the tight ends. You got the running backs. You want me to go first?
Yeah, I'm gonna go first.
You want me to go first or you going first?
You going first.
I'm going first?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll start Algie Crumpler. Ooh, 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. I guess I go McMichael, bench him, and cut Cooley. But you can go either way. I mean, I probably should start bench Cooley and Randy McMichael. But I'll go Algie, Randy, or Cooley.
So I got Deuce McAllister, Warwick Dunn, and
Brian Westbrook.
Oh my God.
Nah.
It's my start is out of Brian Westbrook and
Warwick
Dunn. I'm trying to figure out which one. Because
They're very similar guys.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to say the same thing.
They're very similar guys.
Who was a little bit more dynamic? Brian Westbrook was nice. Warwick Dunn was nice as well. They both played the same. They can catch the ball out the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
Deuce McAllister was a big back.
Yep, he was.
He is a big boy. I wonder who had the better career out of Warwick and.
Because Warwick had started at Tampa and ended at Atlanta.
In Atlanta. Yeah, I remember. Damn, that's a good one.
Well, give us a good answer.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Warwick Dunn simply for what he does in the community. I'm gonna start Warwick Dunn.
A lot of single mothers.
I'm a bench Westbrook, and I love Deuce. That's my boy, my New Orleans Saint dog. I'm gonna cut Deuce.
Damn. Sir K said, "My guy, should Michael Parsons play sit out until he gets his contract?" Well, look, he's at OTAs. I don't know if he's doing it. I don't know if he's like participating, but I know he shows up. He's getting his workout in, probably doing his conditioning, but he's probably not doing anything on the field. I think they're going to get something done before he goes. He keeps telling them, his David Mugaleta is his agent. Jerry is trying to get it. Hey, I can talk to Michael, blah, blah, blah. No, you didn't. But he didn't do all this stuff. He didn't do this with Dak. He didn't try to go to Dak and say, "Hey, Dak, let's work this contract out." He went through Todd France.
Yeah, but he also what he did is he waited to the last minute.
But I'm saying he tried to circumvent.
Oh, like he
didn't do that with Tony Romo. He didn't say, "Hey, Romo." Now all of a sudden he want to do this with Michael.
The funny thing about it is Mike ain't falling for it. If you know Mike,
nor should he.
Listen,
he didn't do that with Mike. He didn't do that with Mike. He didn't do that with Emmitt. He didn't do that with Troy. He didn't do that with Time. I'm trying to figure out now why he's trying to do this.
If you know Micah personally, he ain't falling for that.
Nor should he.
He's not falling for that. No.
Aaron Owens, can I get my birthday shout out? It's my 29th birthday. Aaron, happy 29th. Hopefully you did something. I don't know if it was yesterday or is it today, because if you're on the East Coast, it's today, or it was yesterday. But whatever the case may be, hopefully you have a blessed and enjoyable birthday. Celebrate many more of these things. Hopefully you did something fun. Got an opportunity to share it with family, friends, and loved ones. So happy birthday, Aaron. And thank you for supporting Nightcap. That completes this episode of Nightcap. We want to thank our special guest, Terron Armstead, the Pro Bowler. He retired after years in New Orleans and Miami. He says, "You know what? Body just can't take it anymore. I got a standard in which I play to. I can no longer play at that level." And the Bay Area, LA based now, talented rapper, my boy, Symba. Sam, thanks for stopping by, man. We really, really appreciate that. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. I am your favorite unk, Shannon Sharpe, my partner and co-host, Liberty City's own, the guy that's shadow boxing, Pro Bowler, All-Pro. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button. And guys, go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you for helping Nightcap ascend to the heights that we've ascended to. None of this is possible without you. So thank you for your continued support. Please make sure you check out Shea by La Portier. We have it in stock. Now, if you can't find it in a city or a state near you, you best believe in the next 5 or 6 months, we're coming to a city or a state to you. But in the meantime, if you cannot find it, order it online. We'll ship it directly to your door. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Go check out my media company page on all of its platforms, Shay Media, and my clothing company with 84 being spelled out. And my clothing company, that's my clothing company, 84. The link is pinned in the chat. Supplies are very limited. Now, once they're gone, they're gone. So please grab yours while supplies last. Again, want to thank our special guests, Terron Armstead and Symba. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow night after Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Indiana Pacers travel to Oklahoma to take on the OKC Thunder. We'll see you tomorrow after the game. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. See you tomorrow.